and we should be live, receiving content. Stream health is green. All is go. Congratulations, everybody. Alrighty. Today, on whatever podcast this is, we have Bulletberry and we have Shaner123. Rambo and Brimstone are, as far as I know, dead in a ditch in Siberia. So, until someone confirms otherwise, I will treat them as such. It was good knowing them. I have many good things to say about them. But Bulletberry is here. He's on YouTube. I've got his link to his channel in the description, as well as the Twitter handles of all of us who are involved in this podcast, both those living and deceased. I have fulfilled my legal obligations. You may draw your own conclusions. So, Bulletberry, give us an introduction. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us what you do, who you are, where we can find you. Say what's up.
Well, thank you, Rags. I am Bulletberry. I am a console gamer. PS4, best way to go. And I've been waiting for a long time to get on here to talk to Rags about why console gaming is better.
Holy crap.
Oh, boy.
No.
Oh, boy.
I'm messing around.
Sony.
No, my channel is dedicated mostly around the same stuff, similar stuff. I talk about a bunch of different things more than console peasant quotes, things like that. But I am an avid PC gamer, and it's really one of those channels you gotta kind of see for yourself. It's mostly just me, my personality, just on YouTube.
If there's no one else, it's just you?
As of right now, it is. I do some podcasts with my subscribers, but yeah, mostly it's just myself.
Let me see. When do you do your podcasts?
Normally once every couple weeks.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Once every couple weeks. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. I host a community podcast contest, and then I normally have a bunch of different contests I have set up, and then 3 winners and myself will have a podcast together. It's a really cool way to connect with everybody. But I don't do it the way you do. I think you're streaming this, yes?
Yes, we're currently streaming this at the moment.
Yeah, I don't have that set up yet. I'd like to get that started, but as of right now, it's just us, and then I upload it.
Yeah, we did our first episode like that. We just recorded it.
Yeah. Normally, Rags, why aren't you streaming in 4K? That's a good question, because I'm a PC virgin nerd. But yeah, that was the first how we started it. Brimstone wanted to get something, and then we just kind of all got in. And now look where he is now. Look at him now. He's dead. And it's just us carrying on the legacy. So there you go. Shaner123, Shaner here, he had a whole list of topics he wanted to talk about. So we'll start off with all the things that he put together, right?
My exact words was, I could not find anything worth a damn to talk about. Since Bulletberry is here, you guys really need to check out his channel. His console peasant videos are hilarious.
Thank you very much.
All right, so I've got a little list of things, but I asked Bulletberry if there was some stuff he wanted to talk about, and he said he had a couple things he wanted to talk about. So we'll start with him because he's our guest, and we'll go on from there. What's on your mind?
Well, as of recent, one of the big things that I talk about on my channel is pro-consumerism, and I'm having a little bit of an issue with a company right now.
Which one?
Which one? They're called Is it Outlet PC? It's Outlet PC. Have you heard of them?
Outlet PC? No, I have not.
It's a place kind of like Newegg where you can go buy PC parts. Well, what had happened was I bought a product. It was the Corsair H110 IGT.
Whoa, they have the shittiest website. What is...
No, I know. It's horrible, but I didn't buy from them. Right. I went and bought from Newegg.
Okay. Yeah.
Got the thing from Newegg, and the pumps didn't work. It was the Corsair product. I sent it back. I was like, hey, this isn't working. And Newegg was like, look, you can't send it to us. Mm-hmm. We distributed this from Outlet PC. You're going to have to talk to them.
Yeah.
So no, I really don't want to do that. Let me go talk to Corsair. Corsair said the same thing. Unfortunately, you didn't get it from us. I really wish I could help you.
Wait, Outlet, you got it from Newegg through Outlet PC?
I guess some twisted way, and I don't recall seeing that, but that's, I mean, as I look at it now, it's clear as day, I guess.
Are they a seller on Newegg, or is
I
it
think
like
so,
the
yeah.
99-cent store of Newegg?
No, no, yeah, probably like the 99. It's more the 99-cent store thing. But yeah, so I'm sitting there like, whatever. Hopefully this, company does right by me. I was like, hey, can I send this in to you guys? And they're like, yeah, absolutely, that's fine. But they never sent me like, any sort of, one of those shipping codes. And I was like, are you guys going to send me something so that I can send it back? Or do I have to pay shipping? This seems a little odd that this thing broke within 2 weeks, mind you. And I'm having issues with it, trying to send it back. And I wouldn't get some sort of code. And they said, well, we don't actually pay for the shipping to return it.
Ah.
So I'm going through the same thing that I went through when I had a graphics card problem with Asus.
Okay.
And it just never feels really good. And I'm waiting to see what happens before I make a Outlet PC screwed me video. But I'm curious what your take is on something like this. A company that like, am I overreacting? Because I had the similar situation with my graphics card.
Well, if you get a product and it's broken and you can't find out who to go to for a refund, I mean, obviously that's an issue. Someone needs to step up here and swap it out. I don't know the real details of it, so I wouldn't know who actually to go to. I would say, though, just keep pestering them, badgering them. I mean, they've got a number up here, 702-262-7968. They're not accredited by the Better Business Bureau, as the case may be. But other than that, I really don't know without seeing where you got it and what the description says. I would just keep badgering somebody until someone does something, because I've never even heard of Outlet PC until right now. But they look like this seller site online.
Well, I see them all the time on PC Part Picker when I'm building parts for my audience. I see that come up as like cheaper place to buy whatever component.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're on PC Part Picker, I mean they're normally pretty reliable. I normally just go through Amazon or Newegg. And I probably wouldn't have even done it this way had I known. I just didn't know that Newegg sold through other. I don't know. It was a weird thing that went on, and I was just like, I'm not really sure how to take this right now. And every time I email them recently, because I sent it back like a week ago, and they have yet to even confirm, first of all, that they got it, and secondly, tell me if I'm going to get a new one. So this is like all really strange, and it's not very pro-consumer, and it's annoying me. But I don't like to overreact. I really like to keep a level head when I talk about these kind of things. So I'd like to get an outward opinion from, let's say this happened to you. How would you be feeling right now? What would you be doing?
I wouldn't be upset or anything yet. I would just be persistent. I'd know that eventually there'd be somebody who'd have to give me a refund for sending me a defective product. It's just a matter of messaging one, then the other, calling one, then calling the other. Eventually, because every time you call, you're going to get a new person. Which is why when you call someplace and you don't get the answer that you want, you got to just try again. Because the next person might, I don't know, they just might like your face better. And I keep doing that a couple times until you just get somebody who will get it done or send them emails or something like that. I just be persistent with them. I'm not really too familiar with Newegg either. So again, I'd have to look into the specifics of each site and see who's trying to lay the blame on who and who they're trying to use as a scapegoat and why person X isn't stepping up to the plate here. How much did you pay?
Like 140.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty nice liquid cooler.
So I would I would just stay persistent. Keep hounding them.
I agree with that. What do you think, Shaner?
Well, I normally do all my PC shopping from just one place, and this is a big part of the reason why. And Newegg, as far as they go, they're great. I don't know how you found Outlet PC or how they're related to Newegg, but the 702 area code, I just looked that up, and it comes out of Las Vegas. How far are you from there?
I'm in Oregon.
they should have have gotten that like 2 times over if you sent it a week ago. I mean, so I would just take Rags' advice and stay very persistent.
Yeah, I'll continue seeing what they say, and it's like the lowest thing on my list right now. I'm just kind of waiting to see how this plays out. It's just it sucks how often this happens to me because I do have a series on my channel called Blank Company Screwed Me. I have one for Asus and I have one for Walmart and I have one for Microsoft. And it sucks how often this happens because a lot of people will sit there and go, these videos got to be fake. There's no way this happens that often. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They don't seem to have a very extensive selection of a lot of things.
Newegg?
No, not Newegg.
Yeah.
Outlet
Oh, yeah.
PC. Like they're only selling. Gosh, I mean they have a lot of old ass refurb PC desktops, like work ones. They sell a total of 2 laptops. A Dell
Yeah,
and a Toshiba. 2.
They don't seem to sell their own stuff too. They sell other companies' merchandise on their site.
Oh, sweet. A 16 gig SSD in this Chromebook. This Toshiba Chromebook. Awesome.
So if they're selling other companies' products on their site, you didn't technically get it through Newegg, but they got it through Newegg, kind of thing, right?
Right. But I know, and that's why it's really convoluted because I went to Newegg. That's normally where I do all my purchasing. If not Amazon, it's Newegg, and it's mostly Newegg for my computer stuff. So when Newegg said, unfortunately, you actually bought it through Outlet PC, it was distributed through them, not us. I was like, wait, what? Why was that not like in big bold letters when I bought this thing? Just so I knew, you know? Because I went back and looked, and it's not a hidden thing, but it's not something the average consumer would just sit there. I don't know. It was a little weird, especially Newegg.
I'm going to have to look now every time I purchase something from there, if it's actually coming from them.
Well, there we go. Newegg, Outlet PC. Who's to blame? I don't know. We'll find out. What's next? What's next you got? What's next you wanted to talk about now that we've got all that excellent stuff?
Well, actually, let's go ahead and just take turns so it doesn't get boring. I've got a few more things, but...
Yeah, sure. Well, first off, Arnold Palmer died, 87. He was obviously a golf great. He was in a couple video games back in the day, and he has a delicious beverage named after him. So, Arnold Palmer is dead. Long live Arnold Palmer.
Rip.
Soma, this happened a few days ago, but I wanted to bring it up because it's such an excellent game. Soma has broken even, and so now they're making profit on it. It just got sold just about 500,000 copies right now. Again, that was 3 days ago, so it's a little old news, but we haven't done a podcast since then. And if you guys have not played Soma, I would highly recommend that you take a look at it. I don't want to say it's a horror game. It's very suspenseful. You could say it's a horror. It's a scary game, it's spooky, and takes place in a very interesting environment. It's this. It's kind of like the Amnesia games where you have to run away from the bad guys. It's got this philosophical, existential sort of vibe to the story. The environment is incredibly immersive. Maybe, very possibly, the most immersive game I've ever played. But it is a very, very fun game. Very, very. It really, really pulls you into the setting. And if you have not bought Soma, if you're interested in story-based games or suspense games, adventure games almost, then I would definitely recommend you take a look at Soma because it's fantastic. They deserve all the money that they can get from that game. So again, if you haven't bought it, take a look at it. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, kudos to them. That's awesome. Not a lot of indies get to say something like that.
Yeah, there is. Is it PC only, or did it come out on consoles? Do you know?
I actually don't know. I've
it's
had
PC.
my... Is it only PC?
Yeah.
It is? Okay. Did
Yeah,
the Amnesia games come out for console, or were they PC only?
No, it was Outlast that came out for console as well.
Okay, that's another game I have to finish eventually. I was watching a Jimquisition episode the other day, and
That's right.
he was.
Soma is out for PS4. I'm sorry.
It is okay. Not Xbox.
Nope.
Oh. But I was watching a Jimquisition episode the other day, and he was showing gameplay of Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and it was running on a console, and it looks like shite. Looks awful.
Ouch.
Looks awful. The more that, and this sort of rolls into, I don't know if you're aware of the whole Michael Pachter thing. He said PC gamers are like racists. I'll have a video on it coming up in the morning. Oh, I got to just finish the info for the video. But the more footage that I see from consoles, just the less and less I want to get one.
Yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying there. What do you think about as far as we know of the next generation?
Like the Scorpio?
Yeah, I mean, technically the next generation, yeah.
There's a lot we don't know, and everything we do know is coming from a company that's the equivalent of a corporate habitual liar, so I wouldn't trust much at all that comes out about the Scorpio. I mean, first it was, I mean, I remember a long time ago, they were saying it would be 10 teraflops, and now it's 6, and now they're saying, oh, maybe it's 8, and fuck off. Just fuck off until we know. Stop. People are trying to hype this thing up like it's going to be the second coming of Jesus, and it could very well just be awful and a waste of money or overpriced and expensive. There's so much we don't know about this. It pisses me off how much people are just throwing their lot in with the Scorpio, and it's a shame that it's one of the biggest problems I have with people who praise it is that you could be misleading a lot of people into buying this system, and if you've already dedicated yourself to buying it, you've already told yourself I'm going to buy a Scorpio right now, then you're being an absolute utter fool. But as for it, I want it to be as good as possible. I mean, I want people to get their money's worth, but I mean, I'm super skeptical of anything Microsoft does and consoles in general.
It just said the other day, I think IGN reported it, that all Microsoft games will run native 4K on the Scorpio.
Yeah, all first-party Microsoft games will run 4K native. Didn't they say 4K 60?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, no.
Did they say 4K?
4K.
Okay. Let me look at it.
It might be though. It might be.
What I was thinking, if any of this is true, actually, let me ask you first, if this is true, and the power that they're going to have in these consoles are going to be similar to mid-high spec PCs, what would you think about that? They did actually come out like that. What would you think about that?
What would I think if they came out like high spec PCs? The games?
Mid-high, yeah.
I would be shocked. I'd say somebody pinch me.
Yeah, it would definitely feel like a dream.
Do you think it would be worth it for the average consumer to or a consumer like you and I to get one?
No, absolutely not. We can't really say that for sure though, because we don't know a price yet. Microsoft has said it's going to be a premium product, but I don't know until they release a price. I assume they're going to sell. Well, I don't. I assume they're going to sell this console at a loss.
It's
like
awesome
they sell all the
that
consoles
if they do
at
get
a loss.
4K, because I think it said the 4K, 1080, 60, something like that.
No, they said that Xbox games on the Scorpio, there's not going to be a frame rate difference initially between Scorpio and Xbox One. Yeah, first off, there's no Scorpio exclusives. All the games that are on the Scorpio will be available on Xbox One. And they said initially there will not be a frame rate difference between the two. So it looks like they're just taking games that are they're just upscaling them to not upscaling 4K. They're just going to also run at 4K. So I think the graphics are going to be pretty shit, and I think the frame rate is going to be inconsistent at best. Based on everything I've heard so far.
Right. Okay. What I was gonna say is, for me, I don't even think it would matter if the consoles, either of them, came out with technology leaps and bounds above and beyond PCs. I can't justify the paywall just to play with friends online. Like, that's the one thing that just stops me in my tracks.
I have breaking news. Brimstone says he's on his way.
All right, well, we'll be here when he arrives. The thing is with the Scorpio brings up a huge problem that I have with all these fanboy channels and everything. Instead of being incredibly skeptical, instead of reserving judgment, instead of doing all this, stuff that would be healthy as for a consumer to do, they're already singing its praises from the mountaintops. They're already talking about how great it's going to be. We're still over a year away from it being out, and there's a lot of people who are either foolish, ignorant, or dumb enough to take the words of these fanboys seriously, and they're going to make uninformed buying decisions based on what they hear from freaking Crap Gamer. And so they could go out and buy a Scorpio, and it won't be all that in a bag of chips like they've been told. So, like I said, for God's sake, don't pre-order a console. Don't be stupid. And you don't have anything to gain by saying right now that you're going to buy it and committing to buying it. So, chillax.
Well, I guess you could say that it's better than just buying like the 7th, or is it 8th generation, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't buy one of those either. But
no. But wouldn't all the games work on your new console as well, like from the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One?
Yeah.
I mean, that in itself, if you, it's not worth the upgrade, but I mean, it's better than it was.
Yeah, and at this point, again, there's so little that we actually know, and that has been confirmed spec-wise, and we still don't know all the details. And if you think that just saying, this amount of teraflops equals this amount of performance, I mean, if you think that you don't know what they are. But hey, there you go. Hopefully, the people who listen to us are a bit more intelligent than that. Brimstone's here. He just has to sort of get with a program.
Rags thought you were dead in a ditch.
It's true. I did.
He almost wanted to give your eulogy.
We haven't actually heard him speak yet, so we can't even confirm that it's him. Yep, he's gone. Oh, he's back.
There we go.
Oh.
My mic is fucking up with Discord again. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going?
Also, bravo to whoever is on Discord whose name is Uterus Executorus. That is fantastic. Bravo.
So it sounded like I came in on a conversation of last generation to this generation.
Well, we were just talking about Scorpio a little bit because someone had brought it up, I guess. Oh yeah, I was talking about how Mankind Divided looks like garbage on consoles. Saw it on a Jimquisition video, and it looked bad. It looked bad. I was like, holy shit, this is what the Xbox One or PlayStation 4 does? Damn, son.
But don't you know that's acceptable? That's great. It looks beautiful to a lot of these people.
Look at all, you can see all the jaggy pixels in 4K. We talked about Soma breaking even. We talked about Arnold Palmer, unfortunately, going to the big golf course in the sky. And Bulletberry talked about his experiences with Outlet PC and Newegg. So we have been chatting away. Life's been just a dingadary, all's lovely and jubbly. But now you're here.
Yay. So I could really put my dick on the fucking camera and let it go, huh?
Indeed, just grab it, flop it around. You don't care. Wear it on your wrist like a cool watch. Man, you can do anything you want.
It's like a snap bracelet. You literally just snap it on your hand and it just wraps around your hand.
Click. Those were fucking huge when I was a snap bracelet. Yeah. There's as long as there are second graders, there will be a market for the snap bracelets.
So somebody the other day posted something up in our chat here. I can't really find it right now, but I'm sure you.
Titties?
No, it was the PlayStation beta thing where they were saying that there was a lot of issues with the Pro version at that moment, and how they actually confirmed it wasn't ready to launch when they launched it. It was in the chat, and I believe, Rags, you tweeted it out, and you said, I'd be pissed if this was me.
Yeah, I tweeted out a picture of, I think it was of the, I I tweeted out a picture of it. Let me.
That's a fucking disgrace. That's like Microsoft 360 all over again. Let's go ahead and just release something that's not ready, even though our investors tell us not to, even though our CEOs are saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't, and we're going to go ahead and do it anyways. That's fucking brilliant. Good job, Sony. Good job.
Let me find it out here because it's not very long. I want to read it out real quick. Let me go to my tweets. Here it is. Okay. This was the Digital Foundry hands-on, the PS4 Pro early frame rate test, and I had tweeted out the video, but I think the description of it, someone had highlighted, these are jarring lurches during the usual something of alpha-based effects, and while this would need proper analysis when the time comes with final code, right now the performance drops on PS4 Pro are more noticeable than they are on the original PS4. The map difference between the two makes this comparison a tad unfair, but for now we can safely say performance gains aren't readily apparent on the higher spec hardware. Each build has issues right now.
There's really no.
And it's a Call of Duty game. It's Call of Duty. It's not like it looks spectacular.
Right.
I mean,
again,
they don't look bad,
no
but they don't look.
for that.
They don't look amazing, but they don't look bad.
I bet I should have that. See, here's the thing: the PlayStation Pro is supposed to be an upgrade, not a downgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't. At the moment, I really don't feel like the PS4 Pro looks like shite. I would never buy one ever.
Dude, you guys already know. You guys already know I'm pretty fucking jaded with the PS4. Imagine me getting a Pro. I'd fucking probably kill myself.
If I played that game and I was like, oh, this is obviously not like ever running at 60 FPS, I would be pissed. It's like, what did I just spend? What is it, $300, $350?
It's a cash grab. We called this before, though, remember? And it was like the first couple of episodes, we said that the PlayStation 4 Pro was a fucking cash grab, and that's exactly what it is.
Ugh.
It's fucking disgusting. I don't understand how these people are justifying this shit. Even Digital Foundries are saying, hey, this is literally dog shit right now. Maybe you shouldn't buy this. And people are flocking to it. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's the piece of shit that comes out this year or next year?
No, the Pro already came out. Oh, I thought the Pro came out, didn't it?
Wait, doesn't it come out in November?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so that's the piece of shit that comes out. The double cheeseburger looking one. Yeah, that's this year.
I for some reason thought it was already out. My bad.
PS4 Pro announced September 7th. It available November 10th, starting at $400.
Oh, that's always amazing. Yeah,
so yeah, you can buy a freaking PS4 Pro for $400 so that you can play. Well, it says it is the next generation of the PlayStation 4 and supports the latest imaging technology through 4K resolution and high dynamic range, as well as smoother frame rates.
Smoother frame rates,
yes.
More texture popping, and more level popping.
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer to that cinematic 24 FPS that we all know and love. Why would you even go higher? You can't seem higher than 24 FPS anyway, right?
That's the worst one.
That is the worst argument that we've ever had, and that argument should have died like 2 generations ago.
Yep, that was one of those things that should be self-evidently stupid. But there are a lot of dummies out there.
I'm curious. How many of do you guys Shannon and Brimstone, do you guys make console peasant quotes videos?
No, I don't, but I'm thinking about it.
I don't make videos about it. I live it. I live the experience every day.
Right.
I was watching I like No Life Your Console Peasant series, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should start doing some shit like this to get the fucking word out.
Rags or mine?
Yours.
Oh, thank you.
See, I told you they're funny.
What I was gonna ask, and it can be to all of you. I just was curious. What is the worst console peasant quote that you've ever run into?
Die faggot.
No. The highest quality pixels is the worst one.
Yeah,
I've ever heard.
the highest quality pixels. Well, that wasn't a peasant who said that. That was Phil Spencer.
He's a peasant, right?
And then they took it back.
Too much different though, Rags.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder. I don't know whether to hate him or like him, or I don't know. A part of me feels like he's someone I mean, a part of me really, really thinks he's trying to do what he can for PC, but his hands are tied behind his back in a lot of cases. And a lot of part of me is like, why are you opening your mouth, Phil? Just put the games on the PC and don't have them suck.
But hey, I'd rather have him on there saying some stupid shit than having the first retard up there
Dan
almost completely
Matrick.
spearheading the fucking company into the ground. Yeah.
Oh, man. That... Never forget that 2013 reveal. Never forget that reveal. It was... Oh, God, it was so bad.
Dude, don't ever forget about Zynga, because Zynga is almost bankrupt because of him.
I mean, this is...
Wait,
I mean,
the
you
poker
guys...
people?
They
Zynga,
make
yeah.
all those games like Mafia Wars and stuff.
They make, yeah, Zynga does Mafia Wars. They do all the different little fucking app
Oh,
games for
yeah,
yourself.
All their games are the same. It's like, yeah, you can do this and you can progress and you can make your numbers
It's-
better for the first hour, and then you got to start ponying up the bucks.
Dude, somehow Matrix's a mad scientist when it comes to manipulation, because this motherfucker literally had an entire board of CEOs and investors vote against him, and the head of the corporation still managed to fucking grant him an over $500 million bonus. Like, how the fuck do you do that? I mean, you have every investor, it's like Sony, but except it's just one person. It's fucking amazing. I love it.
You know, they have a PC application for Zynga games.
Yes, they do.
It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It came pre-installed on my mother's HP.
Why do you think they make so much money, or how they're able to stay in business? They lock their contracts in with pre-launch systems. So anytime that you get a new HP from Walmart or you go through Gateway, yeah, they'll automatically have it installed on there as bloatware, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you take a boot and nuke and you completely fucking obliterate it. That's the only way to get rid of it.
Ugh. I looked up Zynga in the news. They hired a new chief marketing officer 13 hours ago. So there you go. And also Women in Business Q&A. It's from the Huffington Post. So feel free to vomit if you ever go there. But she is the general manager of. Let me see. Just a second here. General manager of Zynga's newest mobile game, Farmville Tropic Escape.
Oh boy.
Like, what are you? Oh, I'm just the general manager of Farmville Tropic Escape. Like,
Now was Magic the marketing manager over there, or did they move him up and just put her there? Because I would really hope they did something smart and fired his dumb ass. That would be great.
I don't know. I think
I would love to see that guy homeless on the side of the road somewhere so I could punch him in the face.
I mean, all these guys who were... I mean, he tried to fuck over everybody who owned an Xbox.
Yep.
So if there was anyone here who plays only Xbox, remember what they tried to do to you. Well, a lot of you might not remember, but it was only 3 years ago. But they tried to fuck you guys in the asshole.
Compatibility, you can go buy a 360 guy.
Yeah.
No, he said if you don't... No, he said if you don't have an internet connection, buy a 360.
Yep.
The backwards compatibility was never a thing. He's like, it was not backwards compatible.
He said it was impossible, remember?
Yeah, they said it was impossible. Just like how they were saying for months and months that if you wanted an Xbox One without the Kinect, that was impossible. They said it couldn't be done. It was central to the Xbox One experience. It was impossible to have an Xbox One sans Kinect.
Yep, I remember that. And then all of a sudden it disappeared. Where'd it go? It's gone.
Bad stuff. I mean, they're just lying. They're just lying. They did the whole no use games thing. They did the whole. They talked about the always online and all that, the DRM. So all that draconian garbage. I mean, that's the reason why Xbox is is lost this generation. I mean, it would take nothing short of a miracle for them to come back and sell more.
Well, honestly, if Sony keeps going down the road that it's going, I could see it happening probably towards the end of the console generation, like it happened for Sony last gen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I could see
they
it
really
happening.
blew it. They really blew the what they should have. Here's what they should have done, and this is just off the cuff. This is me just right now, just giving a suggestion. What they should have done with a PS4 Pro, fuck 4K. 4K's dumb. People think they want it, but they're wrong. All right. So, PS4 Pro should be a 1440p 60 FPS machine, and it should be $400, And if you trade in your old PlayStation, you get credit for the new one.
I like that. That's
at least $300.
Yeah. So yeah, it takes off $100 or something off of it. 300, very affordable. People can do that, especially if you see the stuff coming. Yep. That's what they should have done. 1440p, 60 FPS would have been the difference between 1080p and 1440p is obviously fairly big. I know that because there are a few old games that I have, like Killing Floor 1 only goes up to 1080p. So when I play that on this monitor, I can see the resolution difference. Luckily, it's a good game and it's fine. But if they would have shot for consistent 1440p 60 FPS and marketed the frame rate and the smoothness of the experience that would be unrivaled on Xbox, then they would have had a much better shot than this faux, fakey 4K system that they have now, which is struggling to hit 60.
Yeah, but then you got people saying, well, then Sony doesn't make money, and then they lose money, and then they can't put it into good games.
Well, that's the thing. It's not really. Is it a huge bump? Really,
No.
It's not that huge of a bump. I mean, it's definitely noticeable, and you'll definitely see it. But it's not like you're going from can't even do 1080p 60 FPS to we want to try to do something that's 4K. I mean, and especially for the Xbox, that's such a huge leap. Such a huge leap. Bad stuff. Let me see.
You know what else wasn't a huge leap? These generations.
Yeah, they really weren't. They really weren't. I mean, weren't there more 60 FPS games last generation than this generation?
Yep, I've been telling people this, dude. I've been telling people this for like the last year now. I'm like, come on, guys.
Basically bought this generation because all your friends did and you didn't want to be left behind.
Yeah, that was kind of my attitude until I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm going PC, full 100% PC.
You know what leap really impressed me was the new 10 series cards. That was nuts.
They're beefy. They're
amazing.
Something. And they're not expensive. The 1050 is going to be what, $150? The 1060's $200.
No, yeah, I work with these things every single day. I build computers. That's what I do. And you want to see the cord that I have to use for my 980 Ti is the same cord that I have to use for the Titan Pascal because it sucks up that much power. The rest of them are so they're just not power hungry cards at all. And it's impressive because of the juice that they have in them.
Yeah, I mean, I would say now is definitely a golden age of PC gaming. I would say right now there's no real reason to get a console. I mean, only in a few circumstances would you really want a console. I think truly would it be better. And I would say if I was gonna recommend a console to somebody right now, it would be an Xbox 360.
I can definitely agree. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of good games for it. There's a lot of good split screen games for it. Because consoles and split screen just don't. They're not really a thing now. Some are, but even Gears of War is going to have split screen on the PC. Gears of War 4. There's more PC games that have split screen now than console games. So I mean, they took split screen out of Halo. The number, yeah. Halo 4 doesn't, or Halo 5 doesn't have split screen.
Whoa, that actually really surprises me.
Yeah, it shocked a lot of people. It shocked Angry Joe went ballistic on it for that.
Yeah, that's Microsoft, and they're making Gears of War as well, and they're putting split screen in that, but not what?
Well, I think they're trying. I think that now they finally understand that the PC is a huge market. That's the biggest market, and that if they treat their games better, people might want to actually buy them.
Yep.
So, I mean, right now, like, for instance, the, let me go, spelling fail, just a second. Gears, let's go to PC Gamer. News. I'm trying to find this Gears of War 4.
Prime example is people are noticing that the community, especially the community on the Xbox One, they're noticing that they're actually starting to patch their games again. So like the MCC, they've recently gone through like 2 big, humongous patches, and the community is starting to sort of like revive on the MCC. That's just one example. Games that are on the 360 are actually still receiving patches to get fixed. So they see that the community is still there. They just gotta show that they support it. That's what Sony used to do.
Yeah, Gears of
know
War
what the
4's
fuck
campaign
happened.
will have split screen co-op on PC. And
Oh, cool.
from what I've heard, everything I hear about Gears of War 4 is that they're really doing their best to make this a proper PC version. There's going to be unlimited frame rate. They're going to have all the proper options for the resolution and all the settings. They say that the graphical settings for Gears of War 4 are going to be very extensive, and we've seen them before. So
I bet you it's gonna look amazing on PC.
yeah, it'll probably look absolutely amazing on PC. Yeah.
That actually makes me really happy because I might get that game for free.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hope so. I want it to be good because I like the other Gears of Wars. They were pretty good to decent. So
I
would like
actually
to
have
see
yet
them
to
good.
play any of them. I haven't played any of them yet.
they're pretty
You're
good.
missing
pretty
out. Dude.
good.
They're pretty good.
They're not
They're
like
not like
amazing, but they're pretty good. They're pretty
Yeah,
good.
Better than
there's
some of the
more
Sony stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't the first one come to PC?
First one is, yeah.
Yeah.
I might pick that up.
But again, those are other games, and all those games had split screen, I believe. So again, Xbox 360, you can play Gears of War 1, 2, and 3. Even if you're just going through and playing the campaigns were good, especially split screen to play with somebody. So yeah,
Yep.
buy those. You're gonna get a console, get a 360.
I had one for a while, and I actually, during the second summer sale that I was ever a part of, I sold it and traded it for Steam cards because I
Oh.
wanted games.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, right. I
I'm
know.
the first person I've ever heard of that did that.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's the Battlefield 2142 is back thanks to a fan-made project that went into release this weekend. So there
Wait,
you
what?
go.
They will shut it down just like they did the Battlefront remake that a fan did.
I'm sure
Really?
this one is the original Battlefield 2142 went down in 2014. The Battlefield franchise get extra 10. Okay, the article here is saying that part of the this is apparently EA is content to let this one slide.
Oh, nice.
It's not officially sanctioned, but EA is letting it go through because they're saying it's a win for them in basically every way. Battlefield franchise gets more attention with this lead up to Battlefield 1. Someone else does all the work, and EA gets credit for not stomping it out like a grass fire. So
no,
there
that's
you go.
really cool
Yeah.
because EA's remaster of if you want to call it that, was a joke. I have it. It's not that good. In fact, it doesn't even do a full 1920 by 1080. It's still stuck at
Yeah.
the 1620 mark. It's like, what the fuck?
And the thing is with stuff like this, like Battlefield 2142, it's not making them any more money. I mean, it's a fairly old game, and quality or not, it's just not making them any money anymore.
Are those servers up? I would love to try that out.
The servers are. I don't know if the servers are up. It was one of the victims of the Great Game Spy shutdown of 14.
Oh, boy.
I don't know what the servers are, but there it is. It's live and it's up. It is live and it is up. So there you go. PC gaming.
I am gonna probably no life the fuck out of that game then.
Hooray! More content than Battlefront 2015. Oh yeah. The comments here are great. By the way,
That game was
fuck
such a
Battlefront.
letdown, by the way.
I was so
Yeah.
excited. You see, here's the thing. When years ago, when there was the lead up to it, we knew that we got the confirmation that there would be another Battlefront game, and that DICE was the one who wanted to make it. They went to EA. It was DICE who went to EA and said, we want to make it. And then I said, okay, as long as EA doesn't fuck this up, it will be amazing. But EA fucked it up. So, because I don't believe DICE when they say we are making the Battlefront game that we always wanted, and I just don't believe. I don't believe that this is the Battlefront game that they always wanted. I think EA obviously got their hands in there and casualized the fuck out of it, made it simple and dumb, and
I agree with that.
So
Totally
there you
agree
go.
with that. I liked it at the beginning. Like, I was hooked on it. I played on the Xbox with Shaner and a mutual friend of ours, and we played it. What was that, Shaner? That whole beta weekend, right?
Oh yeah,
And we
nonstop.
fucking loved that game. That game was so much fun. And then we finally got to get our hands on the actual game, and it was like, oh, look, it's like the beta weekend, but that's literally pretty much all you get. Oh,
Uh-oh.
well,
This
then.
is it, by the way. This is all the content for it.
Pretty much.
Well, at least we
pretty
have
much.
the campaign. Oh, well, at least we have the space battle. Oh, well, at least we have the class. Oh, at least we have the.
$9.99.
At least we have
You
the
want
Clone
any of
Wars
that.
era. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that was horrible. I actually like, embarrassingly enough, I went on Omegle just to like, not to pour my heart out into strangers about it. That sounds so weird, but it is exactly what I did. Um, I was just like so distraught because Battlefield 2 or Battlefront 2 was like my favorite game ever.
I'm not gonna hate on you for that because that's how it was for me too. On the PlayStation 2 back in the day, Battlefront was my jam, and that's all I played. And
Yeah.
I remember playing on the very first online servers with those games, and as crappy as it was our game as a community, and we loved it.
Yeah, I played the first Battlefront on my grandmother's old shit-ass PC or laptop, and it ran okay. But
The first one?
it was good. I liked the first one. I liked the second one, too. They were both great.
I didn't know the first one was on PC.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they needed to have combined the first game's maps with the second game's everything else.
Actually,
And
there's a mod for that.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I mean, Killing Floor 2 now, people are making all the original Killing Floor 1 maps and stuff.
I like
and they're
those
great.
maps a lot, actually. I actually like the first one's maps over the second one. That's why I don't play it that much anymore. That's cool.
I was saying also, I guess we could move along. Somebody bought me Space Hulk Deathwing, so he said he didn't want a shout out, so I won't say his name. But oh god, I just assumed his gender.
That's it, Rags.
But
That's
by
it.
all,
I've
I'm
had
very
enough.
very thankful to this. I'm very thankful to Zim for getting me that. I really do appreciate you getting me Space Hulk Deathwing because of all the games that are going to be coming out soon. That is among my top 3, probably, of which ones I'm excited for to get more information on. So thank you very much. Hopefully that game will be excellent. Because we need ourselves a good Warhammer 40k game, especially a co-op one set in space.
There was just one that came out.
Eternal Crusade. Mixed reviews on Steam.
You can't always go by those reviews, though.
Pretty well, the problems seem to be pretty consistent here. Eternal.
Yeah, I usually search for like the same thing, like the theme of it, really, like the theme of the entire.
It's 65% positive, 2,070
Exactly.
reviews.
Spaghetti Fox Space Marine was great.
Space Marine was great. Buy Space Marine. It's actually on sale for $7.50. You could probably get it even cheaper elsewhere, though. But that game came out in 2011. Seriously, guys, buy Space Marine. Space Marine is a good game. It's just a simple dumb shoot the orcs, and it's fantastic. I beat it not too long ago, and it really was great.
If you like RTSs, I suggest
a
you
lot
get
of
on the war.
Not recommended. It's just a lot of bad reviews. All the most helpful reviews are the negative ones, and there's some in here that have 73 hours, 27 hours. 36 hours, 29 hours. I mean, there you go. It has its fun moments. It's a lobby shooter. They say it's an MMO, like Call of Duty's an MMO. So there you go. I don't know too much about it, but it seems fairly lackluster from what people are saying.
Which is quite unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. It's really
good.
unfortunate. Space Marines.
I have yet to play any of them, so I might actually pick them up and give them a try. That's the second game that you're making me have to pick up and give a try.
Damn, Barry, come on, give it the time.
I might try that Soma because Rags has been like he talked to me a couple of weeks back about Soma. I was like,
Talked about it this podcast too.
Well,
because Soma. I was talking about how Soma had broken even 3 days ago. Soma broke even and is now making pure profits on the game, and they have sold just almost 500,000 copies. So I was telling people to buy Soma. It is a fantastic game, and they deserve all the money they can get from Soma because it is so good.
See, my problem though, is I'm a little bit of a priss when it comes to suspense horror games.
Me too.
I don't do
There's a mod in this game that makes the monsters. I say monsters. I don't want to ruin the theme. But it makes them non-hostile. So I've heard though that this mod actually kind of makes the game just different but not worse, because they're still creepy the way they wander about, but the story and the setting is still so good that even without those elements, it's worth a buy if you want to buy it and play it in WIS mode. So something to consider.
So like, yeah, if I want to get my feet wet a little bit, I can.
So yeah,
I can...
so if you're a little candy ass bitch, then you could still buy the game and enjoy it.
Oh,
So
come on now. No. Oh God, no, I can't play it that way. No, I'll give it the full shot.
Yeah,
with
I
the
mean,
lights on,
there's
Barry.
there's
With the
actually
lights on.
it's actually not basically the way that the encounters work with quote unquote enemies is that one shows up and you know they're there, and you have to get around them basically to the other side without them finding you. And the the Dark Descent, there would be parts where you wouldn't know there'd be enemies, but when the enemies were there, you had to get away from them or hide for a sufficiently long time until they disappeared, basically.
Right.
In this one, they're persistent until you get around them. So every once in a while, you find an enemy, and you have to get around them.
Okay.
They're like obstacles you have to get about.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a game that I was going to pass up or anything. I actually do have it downloaded, and every time I just recently got an SSD, so I clean installed my OS and re-download games, and that's always one that I instantly re-download because I want to play it. So I mean, it will happen. It will happen soon enough. It's just one of those things. God, horror games get to me, which also sucks because of that.
The story is very interesting. Really has some existential science fiction tones to it, and the world is so immersive, and the environment it really just pulls you into it so much that even without the encounters with quote unquote enemies, then it would still be fantastic. As I said, it probably is the most immersive game I've ever played, and maybe for that reason alone, it's worth the money. Let me go to Steam and see how much it is on Steam, because I want to. Well, no. Soma is $30, so I'd say it's worth it.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was that
And
much.
if you want to support the devs, buy it from Steam.
Yes, overwhelmingly positive. There are 5,981 reviews. 95% are positive. It is very, very good. I would recommend it immensely.
Have you ever played the
Penumbra?
Stanley Parable?
I have played the Stanley
haven't.
Parable. Stanley Parable is very good. You should buy the Stanley Parable.
There's another one called The Beginner's Guide by the same developers. Have you played that one?
No.
Beginner's Guide is kind of like the Stanley Parable. It's kind of got the same. It's inspired by, but it's very, very different. It really tries to play with your mind a lot more than the Stanley Parable did, and it's actually similar to Soma without the horror aspects of it. And if you like that, which it seems you do, you might enjoy the Beginner's Guide.
Well, I'll consider it, absolutely. I mean,
All right, man.
Stanley Parable was good. I liked it. So I guess I'll take a look, because I'm aware of the game. I know about the game. So I'll check it out. I'll take a look into it.
Very nice.
What else?
So,
yeah.
I was gonna say, do we have anything else on our list? Brimstone said he'd be back. Was that Brimstone or was
I'm
that?
here. No, I'm still here.
Did you have a list?
No, dude. I came in here pretty much just dry. I never really pick topics. We just kind of let the conversation usually flow towards whatever we're gonna talk about. I don't know, dude. I haven't really been able to keep up. I've been having a lot of like personal issues, so it's not like I really haven't been able to really look up stuff besides what you guys tweet me on Twitter. So.
Oh, I just remember one then. I have one. So the other day, I made a video about the it's called Steam a True Service, and it was talking about the problems with Steam. Actually, Rags, I remember, had a similar issue. He tweeted out once that, sorry, I'm not friending you back on Steam. Please try to understand. And he showed a picture that his friends list was full. What I proactively try to do is level myself up so that I can continue adding friend slots, right? but there's a little bit of a paywall that Steam has implemented where you have to continue leveling up to gain friend slots. And
Yeah,
you only
but
get
the
5
amount of space, the amount of friends, like with me, it wasn't that I reached the max, but I didn't play with 90+% of them, and so I just started making this big purge of the friends list. And even now, I hardly play with anybody. So I'll go through and I'll just delete everybody again. Normally, if someone says you have friends, if it says you have friends in common, I'll accept it for the moment. But if they don't play or if they never want to do anything, then I just delete them.
Speaking of which, I added you forever ago, so I'm not sure if you ever got to that.
Me?
HVK
No,
Brimstone?
Ragsies. Yeah.
Yeah, you're playing Paladins.
All right.
I have 200 pending, which is the max. 9 in-game, 44 online. And there you go. So that's a lot. Probably more than I should have. There will be another. I'm going to go through and just kick a lot of...
Anyway, I made a video kind of about what this whole thing was about, how it worked in Steam. And someone, and it must have been someone who disliked Steam, took my video, stripped the script, and uploaded it onto a website and called it Steam a disgrace to the gaming industry or something like that. And it was a little extreme, but it was my words and twisted, and he took out the parts where I said my name. Now, I didn't care about that. That's fine. It's not something that really bothered me. But then he does this. He changes his upload date from to a day before my video, and then comes to my channel and then says, "You stole my script."
Oh boy.
Like, yeah, you have the audacity. Like, what is even the purpose of doing something like that? It's so blatantly obvious.
Wow. He actually came to your channel and stole shit from you and then said you stole shit from him?
Yeah. And
That was
like
the dumbest shit ever.
No, and I was sitting there thinking, like, I'm nobody on YouTube. Why would you do that? Of all the videos, mine. That's so strange. That is such a strange thing to do.
There's
You know what I
Bloodberry
mean?
guy.
I don't know.
Like, what's a Wayback Machine? What's that? I hope no one knows how that works.
A what?
The Wayback Machine?
Wayback Machine only works if you typed in the link and stuff that day and you put it in. You actually have to insert the link, and then it's good forever until someone decides they want to go into it and fuck with it.
No, and what's funny is it was one of my subscribers had commented and told me what was going on, and he actually has a screenshot of before the guy had changed it. So he took a screenshot of it before, showed me, and then I went and talked to the guy, and I was like, what the heck is going on? And that's when he changed it. But I was like, to have, like, the gall, and that's just such a strange thing, I thought. And it of course doesn't make me mad. I don't care. But, like, why?
Someone keeps bringing up, this is in the chat too, about dumb console peasant quotes about the 400 graphics.
Wait, what?
400 graphics. So
what the hell's with 400 graphics again? I forget.
Let's see, 400 graphics. Somebody was talking about 400, like literally they said the console has 400 graphics or something like that. Like they were quantifying just the word graphics as graphical power. And it was just Are you buying Forza Horizon 3 Rags? No, I'm not. I'm not into racing games.
I think the dumbest console peasant quote. Hang on. Let me bring it up real quick because it's astounding, and I don't know.
I love it when they say PC gaming is too hard, and that's why they play on console.
That one's pretty bad. Okay, so it's right here. I don't know much about PC, so I do some research. Titan X is one of the most powerful cards, but it only has 12 gigabytes. PS4 has 500 gigabytes and is coming out with a 1 terabyte PS4, which is double the power. Do a little research, and you debunk the PC master race. Feeling shocked?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's exactly how you determine. That's exactly it. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's just all it's all up to one number. It's all up to a single number.
That was the oh man. Oh yeah, I died when I read that the first time.
Someone Iron Wolf thinks that someone said Iron Wolf thinks they Lyric said it was Iron Wolf, I think, that said it with the 400 graphics. Maybe
Iron
it was.
Wolf
It
thinks
says
the cloud is 4 Titans.
yeah.
That's what he thinks.
Iron Wolf is dumb. Really, 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 really dumb. Let me look him up. Supersonic Wolf. I am Iron Wolf. He finally his name is spelled right today. That's good. No, his name is Supersonic Molf. Never mind. It's the M, that weird M looking thing.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh boy. So, Supersonic retweeted. Trump wants to bring back stop and frisk, a policy that's proven to target minorities and it targets minorities because minorities commit the crimes. Don't support a guy that is anti-Muslim. Why are you pro-Muslim? Fucking shit, Titanfall princess. Why you're a woman? Why are you pro-Muslim if you're a woman? Oh my god. Anyway, let's go to
Allegedly.
Allegedly she's a allegedly she's a woman. Don't support a guy that's anti-Muslim. Okay, go to a Muslim predominant country, Titanfall princess, and see what happens to you. See what happens to you.
Oh man, on that, you guys hear about that guy that went to Korea? The reporter?
No.
It was a couple years ago. I think it was about 6 years ago. He was there doing a story on Korea, and he tore some propaganda off the wall to take it back as a souvenir.
Yeah. That kid. He was like, yeah, he took a poster of Kim Jong Un off the wall, so that he could try to like sneak it back or something, and they arrested him.
And he is serving what it was like 10 to 15 years of hard labor.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah. So I guess we're trying to get him out and stuff like that. But holy shit, don't do stupid, dumb garbage.
No,
let me just steal pictures of the great leader from North Korea. Let's do this. Is a good idea.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, but it's the same thing. Like, women in.
He's married. He's been married for 5 years. Some bitch is married to him. Someone married this guy. Oh my god. 5 years. Oh my god.
Maybe it's Titanfall Princess.
Tim Dog. Awesome deal. Microsoft is playing to win. Buy any Xbox One bundle, get an additional game. Yeah, that's a game changer. Let me see. Halo 3 was released 9 years ago. 2 days ago. Okay. He's liking Titanfall Princess video. Well, that about shows everybody how the level that we're looking at here with these people. So there you go. Let me see. What else do I have on my list? Oh, I did buy Overwatch. I got it about 5 days ago. I've only played about 4.5 or so hours of it, but I really like him. I really like the game so far. It's really good. I really enjoy Overwatch. So I'll make my impressions.
We had a pretty interesting night the other night. It was
fun.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was
I
fun.
need to get that.
Mm-hmm. It's good. I like it. It's a really high quality game, and it's a lot of fun, and it's fairly well balanced, and I enjoy it.
I just picked up Day of Infamy the other day. Pretty fun. Me and Erickson's been kind of playing it off and on. I do suggest you guys in the crowd to go get it if you liked Insurgency. It's by those guys. It's just like Insurgency, just think World War. So I think you guys will enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've been deep-throating Dirty Bombs, so that's that.
Another good game. An excellent free-to-play game, yep.
Yeah, he's been no life in it, actually. He's like every day, all day. Dirty
It's a good game. It's a really good game.
It's addicting.
Yeah, I've tried my hand at Dirty Bomb. Do you guys have a game that you play just constantly? You never delete?
This is the best fucking review I've seen in a long time. Let me put it.
Call of Duty, Barry, and it's actually on an Xbox One.
Really?
Oh, yep.
I'd have to agree.
Both Call of Duty, huh? Which one?
Any
What?
of them.
Really? Call of Duty of all the games.
console Call of Duty is actually really good.
Really?
Call of Duty on PC sucks dick.
Well, it sucks dick because I've played them both, and to me, I never felt like it was better on console. It just depends on the game. Like, I enjoy Call of Duty 4 way more on the PC. I was playing it the other day too. I was wrecking
That's
that
because it's
G3.
well, yeah. If it's okay, so Call of Duty, if it's the darling of a series on PC, yeah, of course it's gonna stay around. But when it comes to just a generalized consensus as far as playability, like it's just
Well, that's
a
because
better
there's so many
experience
better
on Xbox or PS4.
That's because there's so many better options for games. People are like, Call of Duty. Who gives a fuck about Call of Duty? It's only the good ones
Right,
last.
that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Like, as soon as you guys said
It's
Call of
evolved,
Duty.
but I don't know if it's for the better or not. Like I was telling Brimstone a little while ago that, you know, at PS3 and 360, you used to be able to put on a new headset and test if it would work by saying, hey, can anyone hear me? And they would respond, yes or no. Now, you put on a new headset to see if it works. No one responds. You got to say, like, oh, your mom sucked my dick really good the other day. And then they start yelling at you. Then you know your headset fucking works. So it's a little different.
I mean, the last Call of Duty game I played and enjoyed was Infinite Warfare. Because
Infinite
it was.
Warfare.
Oh, really? What,
Sorry.
you got
Oh,
early access?
Damn, man,
Sorry, it
what are you
was.
thinking?
I was gonna
What's
say,
it?
what?
The jumpy one. The jumpy.
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, the jumpy one. Yeah, Advanced Warfare. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot because it was so different, and I just had fun with it. It was goofy, and I was like, oh, it's fine, fair enough. But before that, the last one I had enjoyed was like Black Ops 1.
Fair enough.
I mean, Call of Duty 2, 4, Black Ops, and Advanced Warfare are the only ones I really liked. So the others are uninteresting. I mean, Black Ops 3, they had the free weekend. I played like 2 hours. I'm like, I'm done. I'm just done. I don't want to play this game anymore. It's not fun.
That's the only time the PC community booms with Call of Duty is when it's on sale or it's a free weekend.
Yeah, because they're like, now we might have actually sort of a reason to not play the other games we own and try Call of Duty, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Call of Duty
Yeah.
sales are a joke, though. Like, those are not real sales at all.
Oh, the ones that like Activision pull out. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah, those are horrible.
I know. They're like, this is our summer sale, 30% off, and they give you like 60% off on all the games that nobody cares about.
No, yeah, I know, like, I'm sitting there, Ubisoft, yeah, they're giving, like, Assassin's Creed 1 through however the hell many they have away for, like, $4 each, and then Activision, they're like, yeah, 15, $20.
We've sold a gajillion copies at $4 a copy.
Yeah.
But I mean, with Infinite Warfare, I want it to be good. I do. I don't want games to be bad. But I mean, it's Call of Duty, and I just don't. I mean, how much faith can I have that the next Call of Duty game will be great? The campaign looks sort of okay, but oh well. Oh, are you going to get the Skyrim Special Edition remastered, Rags?
Yep, we get it for free. Or
we
I
get it for. I think we get it for free.
Yep.
Like the BioShock version. So
Get it for free?
if I don't get it for free, then I'm not going to buy it because why would I?
Because you have
So that
if you
it
have-
looks 5% better. Okay.
Mods
if you
don't work.
have Skyrim on PC, you get all the DLC. They will give it to you for free.
Oh yeah, I don't have all the DLC. I haven't even actually beaten Skyrim.
I've never even played Skyrim.
I got to the first.
Well, that's okay because from what I hear, Skyrim belongs to the Nords, so it makes sense. It's a good game though. It's not great, but Skyrim's pretty.
a
Skyrim's
really
good.
game. Yeah, it's really good.
My brother plays it all the time. I couldn't get past the first cutscene. I just
It's
not really big into RPGs.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Skyrim's
and the
okay.
game looks like a Bethesda game. Like I hop into it and I'm playing 50 Shades of Grey, the video game. Like it's all just gray.
Yep, never played Fallout either. Speaking of Bethesda,
Really?
really.
Well, the games are good. I like Fallout's better than I think the Fallout games are better than Skyrim. So I would say opt for New Vegas if you're going to start someplace. Then if you like it, try Fallout 3. Fallout 4's okay. Fallout 4's pretty. You'll get your money's worth out of it. That's for certain. Fallout 4's not bad. Let's see. Oblivion is still really good. I really like Oblivion. It's aged a bit, but it's mostly good. It's mostly good.
Hell, even Morrowind is still pretty good. If you get the if graphics are something that some people are about, like if they cannot stand dated graphics, Morrowind has an amazing mod set up on Nexus. Like they have 4 different entire reskins available to you, if not more by now.
People are saying Skyrim doesn't have any cutscenes. It's all in-game. Like, fair enough, but you know what he means. New Vegas is multiplayer now. Wouldn't surprise me. Fallout games are... Bethesda games are normally the pinnacle of what mods can really do. I mean, they're normally hoisted up there on the pedestal as the example of how much mods can affect a game.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I've said before, I probably couldn't have powered through the end of Fallout 4 if it weren't for mods. I probably played about the last 50 hours of that game with mods on. And if I didn't have those mods, it would have been a slog through Fallout 4, which is such a shame. If I was working on Fallout 4 and I was the guy who was in charge of making all the buildings and designing the Commonwealth and the art and the aesthetic, I would be pissed off that they ruined the rest of the game. Because that game has some of maybe the best environment I have. It's up there with Soma. Like the immersiveness of the Commonwealth, the way how good it looks, the style of everything, how it looks dilapidated, the foliage, how everything's falling apart. The Commonwealth looks amazing, and it is legitimately fun to explore. The problem is,
definitely agree.
The problem is that the shooting's good. The shooting's good, but there's basically no RPG elements. There's all the meat and bones of Fallout they stripped away. But I mean, it looks lovely on the outside.
I like the creation. That's the only thing I like about it. The creation.
I was never even interested in the creation stuff. I never even tried it. I just wasn't interested. It just wasn't something I was interested in. I just wanted to explore everywhere.
The most fun that I had with Fallout was the modding of it, and I got a lot of backlash for doing so when I first started the game.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Everyone at work was all mad at me. I was like, no, I didn't do anything terrible. Like I didn't.
Yeah, most of my mods were things like you could craftable backpacks. There's a lot of footage I still have where it has me with the backpacks on, and it would do things like you could wear all armor with any armor. So you could put the gas mask on with a hat, and because in the vanilla version, for some reason, they would do like cancel out and weird stuff. A lot of balance mods, loot changes, things like that. A lot of the subtle mods that really change the whole experiences. Because again, a lot of mods are subtle. Some of the best mods are, especially for Skyrim, things like that works on balance and loot and stuff. And they don't have to be these huge graphical game-changing mods you instantly recognize.
What about the complete facelift that H1Z1 King of the Kill has gotten?
I played about 4 hours since the facelift. It is a mediocre game at best. So far I am not really enjoying H1Z1. It has some of the wonkiest, weirdest shooting mechanics I've ever seen. It is so weird. The way that damage is, it's weird. It's so weird. I just don't feel. I feel like a lot of gunfights come down to just dumb luck. There have been times where I put my reticle square onto a guy and pull the trigger, and nothing happened. We're both standing still. I'm looking at him. My reticle's center mass. I'm pulling the trigger on my M16, and it just no hits, nothing. It just It feels really wonky. All the shooting feels really weird, and I mean the rest of it is okay. I mean I like the idea of King of the Kill. Battle Royale, where everyone falls down and they get weapons and the area gets smaller and smaller. I like that idea.
Hunger Games, pretty much.
It's Hunger Games. Yeah, it's Hunger Games.
Yeah, I like the idea of it. And I really really like that. There's nothing not really anything scoped. There's only I think like the crossbow is the only thing that's scoped, and maybe a hunting rifle, but those are super super rare. So it's mostly iron sights, which keeps the engagement distances fairly close.
You don't get that problem like you do in a lot of games like Daisy and Arma and stuff and Squad, where you're just walking around, playing the game, and there's some faggot on a hill who's been prone there for 10 minutes waiting for one guy to walk by so he can hit you once with his high-powered sniper rifle and win. And there's none of that. I really like that. The game looks okay.
Battlefield 2, though, where they have porn on another monitor and they just chill on a fucking mountain.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem I have with Squad so far, is that with Squad, I mean I really like the shooting mechanics and all that, but why are Realism games so fucking clunky? Like seriously, why does it almost like a staple of Realism or simulator games that everything has to be clunky and slow?
Arma's clunky as shit.
I know, it's like, why? That's not realistic. I mean, I've gone out and I've shot guns and I've worn vests and stuff, and how come it takes me 30 seconds to just frickin' change directions of me moving? How come everything from bringing up a gun to aiming to moving from crouching, like in H1Z1, you can't crouch if you're moving. You have to stop moving and then crouch, or stop moving and then prone. You can't just be walking and then transition into prone movement or crouch movement. Like, why? Why is this a thing?
Call of Duty real life, you gotta equip quick draw, I think it's called.
Yeah. And the like with these Realism games, your soldier cannot walk and chew gum at the same time. That's the thing. Like, fucking shit. Just don't be a retard, please. And when
you Arma 3, you could do
Arma 3, yeah. Arma 3 had really good movements.
The only thing that sucked about that was like operating a vehicle felt like you were fucking driving a Tonka truck all around.
Just interacting with vehicles in general was like, oh fuck. It's like, how come these menu items are rearranging?
But the ground combat was good though.
It was. The problem is, I've bought Insurgency. I need to play it. But as far as Arma 3 goes, the ground combat is really good. The problem is that third person ruins it. It ruins it for me. With my mouse, I can really cheese it. There's 12 buttons on the left-hand side of my mouse that my thumb controls. So I can zoom in and out, and I can adjust 0, and I can adjust zoom with my thumb, which is incredibly useful. When you can do that on the fly, it takes away from the realism aspect of it also. Yeah. And also, I think I've said this before, but for a realism simulator, a milsim game, Arma 3 is the easiest game to snipe people in I've ever seen. It is laughably easy because they give you so many tools, and because so many guns are easily acquirable and a one-hit kill. But with the third person,
I mean, you're not going to exactly walk away from a high-power rifle straight to the chest.
Yeah, but people don't walk around with like 50 caliber sniper rifles. Like, yeah, this is for shooting people. Sure, it's a milsim game. I'll just carry around this 150 round belt-fed 9.3 millimeter light machine gun with me everywhere I go, and it weighs about as much as this Vector ACP. Oh yeah, it's possible, but everyone does it. And and it's like, I'll just one-shot you with this light machine gun from... I don't know what the one-hit kill range was on that fucking Navid, but shit. It's like, this isn't fun.
He's salty if he remembers the fucking name. I mean,
yeah, the Nav... I remember a lot of the names because I just played it a lot. But the problem was that the amount of guns in that game that had calibers over 308 were ridiculous. And that's what everyone used. It was basically just one big 50 cal Navid fight. Everyone using the highest possible calibers they could. And if you were using, like the standard NATO rounds that most soldiers in the world go into battle with, you're screwed. If you use a submachine gun, even in close quarters, you're screwed because he'll just one-shot you with a Navid. At medium range, doesn't matter, they'll just one-shot you with a Navid. At long range, they'll just one-shot you with a Navid. There's just no reason to use anything other than a Navid.
For the game being as bad as it... No. For the game being as bad as it is, I loved those videos that the developers made those cheaters make. That cracked me up, and I like binge-watched all of those videos. Did you
H1Z1 videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, where the cheaters can make videos apologizing publicly to the community.
Those were amazing. I loved those.
Yeah, fuck them. I say don't even give them a second chance. I have no tolerance. I have no tolerance.
Blizzard does. I love it.
No tolerance for cheaters. No tolerance at all. You don't. That's the thing. You don't accidentally cheat. Like cheating on a game is like cheating on like a human being. It's not it's not like, oh, I just made a mistake. No. Cheating in a game and cheating on a person is a large string of horrible decisions that you decide to go through. It's not like, oh, we were just naked and his penis was in me, dear. I'm so sorry. It just happened. It's like, no, you decided to meet up with him. You decided to keep talking with him. You decided to go out to the bar with him. You decided to keep having drinks. You decided to say yes when he wanted to take you home. You decided to shed your clothes. You decided to get in the bed. You decided to fuck. I mean, it's like 12 bad decisions made back to back over a long period of time. You don't accidentally cheat on someone, just like you don't accidentally cheat in a video game. Like, whoops, I just went to this website and accidentally downloaded this program, and then I went to the game and used it. It's like, well, whoops.
The one that I loved that they kept saying was, well, what sucked was everyone else was cheating, so the only way to play the game fairly was if I had to download the mods.
I had to cheat, guys. Sure you did.
No, yeah, I love that.
But when I get into a game, and I've never actually played a game where cheaters ruin it, but I went, if you have to go to a game that the cheaters are that big of a problem, my first instinct isn't, I'd better cheat too. It's, I'm going to go play another game.
Right.
It's like, no, you have to cheat. You have to cheat with the cheaters.
No. See, that happened in Counter-Strike too, because I was in a server. It was like the only time I've ever encountered a hacker, and he was using spin botting. And I was just like, well, okay, leave. I got out and got into a different server. It's like not even hard.
Yeah, and hackers are pretty rare. I think the last time I saw a hacker was a couple days ago, but it was on Call of Duty 4. And I think he was hacking. I'm not certain, but I'm thinking he was hacking. I was still able to kill him a few times, but I think he was hacking. But it wasn't even like a huge issue because he was camping in like one spot with an RPD, and I think he had like a really good aiming thing going on. But you could like peek him really quick because he'd have to see you then click the trigger, but all that. But I've never honestly had a problem with hackers. Every once in a while I might see one. Every once in a while. But I've never had a game ruined by it.
The only time I actually have seen, other than the one spin botters, ever seen in a video game was actually in one of my videos when I went back and watched, and I was like, oh my god, I think that guy cheated.
Normally with cheaters, it's fairly obvious when someone's cheating because they're like, yeah, it's obvious.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could tell when someone's aimbotting. It scrolls in on someone's head immediately.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Yeah,
I was running down the hallway and something, and he was like just kind of doing his thing because it showed the kill cam, of course, and I was watching his kill cam, and all of a sudden he stopped what he was doing and he like just started like looking right where my head was, and I turned the corner and I was dead, and I was like, did he cheat? I don't know. It was one of those. It was a coincidence. It was weird.
Cluster Truck is the third top-selling game on Steam right now, and it is out today. It says it launches September 27th, 2016. So there you go, guys. Good job pre-ordering that game. It's not out. But it is the third top-selling game on Steam, and it comes out in a little bit, so there you go.
That's funny.
Hooray. It looks actually kind of fun. $12. You can pre-purchase it and get about $3 off.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. This actually doesn't look that bad at all.
But the top 5 games on Steam are Battlefront, Rocket League, Cluster Truck, RimWorld, and H1Z1 King of the Kill. Global Offensive is still in the top 10. Grand Theft Auto 5 is still in the top 10. What are the King of the Kill ratings right now? I want to take a look. Mixed, yeah, 65%. Well, the overall 16,000 reviews is 65 positive, but the recent reviews are 51% positive. It needs a lot of polish. If they smoothen out the gameplay and make the gameplay less awful, then I could see it being a really cool game. But as it stands right now, it's just that the shooting, I don't feel like my skill translates into the game well, because I'm really good at shooters. But when I play King of the Kill, it's just off. It's just really weird.
I don't know. It could be the weird desync. It could be. I heard that the hit code is horribly bad. The net code and the desync with the servers can be bad. But there's just so many instances in King of the Kill where I'm just like, he's 20 feet away and I've got 12 gauge buckshot. He needs to die after 3 hits. But it's weird.
Did you ever play Firewatch?
I haven't played Firewatch. It's on my wish list.
That is such a good game.
It is.
Well, it is a game technically, but it's definitely the voice acting that really carries the whole game itself.
All right, fair enough.
If we're just kind of giving games out, like.
Well, yeah, no, that's good. That's good. That's fine. Go for it. You know, it was a good game. Resident Evil 4.
Binding of Isaac.
I didn't like Binding of Isaac.
What? You didn't? Why?
What's there to like?
I'm sad.
Like, really though.
I don't know. There's something about roguelite and roguelike games that appeal to me. The old style Legend of Zelda dungeon, go through each room. I really like that. Plus, all the items are Edmund McMillan style, and he's kind of a messed up dude, and I kind of really admire that.
I like Enter the Gungeon way more.
I have yet to play that, but it's in my inventory.
I got 20 hours in it. It's still fun. It's a good game. I like Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon is very enjoyable. I like it immensely. I've gotten to the final boss one time.
Oh, you haven't played Rebirth, huh?
No.
If you didn't like the original Isaac, you might not like Rebirth, but I don't know. I really, really like that game. I have like 900 hours combined into the two.
That's pretty cool.
So is anyone playing anything tonight or the rest of the night or streaming or anything? Or
I might stream Day of Infamy again or Insurgency, one of the two. I've been really into those games lately.
Turn your game volume down then, Brimstone.
I refuse.
I've been replaying GTA 5.
Nice.
GTA is good. I need to finish mine.
It's so well written. I actually really enjoy this game.
You haven't beaten it yet, Brim?
No, I'm about like 75-80% in.
Oh,
I don't know why I
pretty
stopped
good.
playing it. It was just one of those games that was like really good. I enjoyed it, and then I just stopped playing it. I don't know. It happens.
Yeah, I beat it on the Xbox. I'm going through it on the PC now.
Dude, I'm like
Or, well,
90%.
not now, but...
I'm like 90% through like 6 games right now, and I don't know, something about it just, I don't know, it's weird. It's like I get all my interest out by the time I hit that last 10%, and then I'm just like,
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that BioWare was asking for voice actors?
Yeah. I tweeted that out earlier on. BioWare said that they were doing some voice acting competition tryouts, but then I decided that by entering this competition and potentially winning it, it would astronomically increase the chances of me being in the same room as Manveer Hire.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I was actually really interested in it, being a voice actor myself, and like I don't know, might give that a shot. Not like I'd have really any chance. There's like a billion people out there who have really nice voices, but yeah, I just thought that was really cool. And
yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna buy the game. I just don't think I'm gonna buy Andromeda. I don't really feel it. I just don't want to support BioWare at this point.
what do they do?
Man of your ire.
Their gameplay designer is a racist, so I'm not gonna support the company.
Recently exposed for being racist, Frags? I saw on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I got exposed for being racist because I said nigger.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
In a video I was talking about it was the YouTube Heroes video. I was referring to if somebody said nigger or faggot in a video, how people could use that as a reason to take the entire video down, and how basically I was saying if people use those words that are offensive, then people would react people would go overboard with the reactions to it. And sure enough, somebody made a video saying I was exposed for using the N-word.
So, which kind of proves the point because the person who said this is an idiot and doesn't understand things.
Right.
Let me see.
So what is this whole YouTube hero thing? I know of it, but what do you guys, what are your ideas on this whole YouTube heroes?
I made a video about it. I'm done talking about it.
Our last podcast that we were all actually here for, we did an entire podcast on it. It's shit.
These are great, by the way. The comments on this Rags exposed for using the N-word video. Y'all would have to understand Rags. A little kid doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know better. He doesn't know what racism means. I can't believe everybody is surprised. Y'all didn't know he was racist. Look at his Black Lives Matter video on his channel. Because if you don't support Black Lives Matter, then you're racist. Of course, I said I support Hotep, but, whatever. I catch that pussy in my hood. I'ma show him what RAG stands for. Gun icon, gun icon, gun icon.
I can easily sit there and say anybody who supports Black Lives Matter is a racist. So,
that's what I was. You
know what I mean? It's pretty easy to say.
UK Rags mad if he's sending his KKK subscribers to One Mic channel to dislike his video. You mad late about Rags? Everybody knows he's racist. Rags, the guy who made BLM video talking about it's a gang, go look at his comments. It's nothing but races. It's nothing but races in his comments, so I'm not surprised that he's racist too. Someone said he won't say that to a black man in front of his face, and my reply was, "You're implying a black man would resort to violence when confronted with words. That sounds a little racist to me." Because people don't have any fucking self-awareness. And in the video, he basically just highlights the tweets that I sent to that No Limit Sola guy. And he highlights the part where I say, let me bring it up, where I say, I don't care that my black subs are black, just like I don't care that my white subs are white. So if ever anything was to prove I was a racist, it's that I don't care what people's skin color is.
He's racist and still got to 100K, so...
Yeah. Just saying. Well,
guys.
to be fair, TYT's racist too, and they got to pretty high, so... Yeah, he does. It's all kind of funny because he doesn't understand the irony in him even making this video. A lyric video about YouTube. He doesn't understand that the context in which it was used was referring to people like him who make videos like this and how it's bad for the community. So, yeah. Like, remember when Kid Smooth was in this podcast? Oh, I was so racist towards Kid Smooth. Remember, what was this guy? The Japanese guy, what's his name? Nesty. Yeah, remember? I was so racist against him. I was so fucking racist. I mean, the inspiration for my channel is Blackbuster Critic, but whatever. I'm totes a racist. If I went and told all the people I know of other races that I'm a racist, they wouldn't believe me. Like, no, you're not. It's like, no, seriously, I am. I was told on the internet. It really is funny, though.
That means it's true.
Yeah, it shows how dumb, and the comments are all pretty indicative. But it really is depressing how people instantly cry racism and things like this. Like, he said a word I didn't use. It's like, but you don't understand. I'm not calling anybody that, you fucking idiot.
I have a whole series dedicated to that as well.
Yeah. But hey, that's okay. Enjoy your little. Maybe that's why your channel stays tiny. Yeah. So
mine.
It's always gotta be a race issue, man. Like somebody at work today was talking about how I have white privilege, and all I did was I asked for an example of white privilege, and they couldn't point to any examples. They just said it's out there. It's just out there. It's just it's everywhere. I'm like, surely you understand. I was like, I really don't. I just want an example. Just one, please. Point to an example. Just one, please. Because I can point to affirmative action as black privilege, but I want an actual example of white privilege in the country that has a black president and a black attorney general and all that stuff. Like Colin Kaepernick, this guy, the most disliked player in the NFL now, by the way. What percentage of the NFL is black? Isn't it like
80? Sorry,
Black
that's racist.
NFL
That was not based
players.
off facts. I don't know.
67% of NFL players are 67%.
Any movement that's designed to support one race over another is inherently racist. So
Yeah.
anybody who argues against that is a fucking retard.
Yeah, I mean, there's the thing, like when you say things like the comments on that video were full of, they were full of the whole, oh yeah, well he wouldn't say that in front of a black person's face, or if he comes to my hood, I'll shoot him. Like how is that supposed to make you better? Like, do you realize you're
making a good point for your argument at all? You're making everything that we say fact.
Somebody just got me Overwatch or a Firewatch.
Amazing.
Zach did. Mr. Pole Wolves.
Good game. Good game.
I'm a check that out later because it was on my wish list, and I really appreciate him giving that to me because I saw the videos and I'm like, oh, okay, this looks pretty interesting. So I'll check that out in a little bit.
I was just tweeted to look up Event Zero. I hear that's pretty good.
Yeah, so Colin Kaepernick is oppressed because he makes millions of dollars sitting on a bench for a football team.
I have to watch other people play football, and it's free. I don't even get paid for it.
There are baseball players that have been purchased in other countries for, I don't know, a sack of potatoes and a lifesaver, and yet they're okay. I don't know. I really don't know.
They say white privilege is this thing where you're not being harassed by the police. That's like the main argument. That's the main argument, right? You have better chances in a good education. You have better chances of becoming a wholesome human being, pretty much. That's what they say. But you look at the statistics, you look at rural areas, you look at big city areas too. It's whites actually outnumber the blacks when it comes to being on the lower end of the education spectrum. So, how are you going to sit here and tell us that?
Gucci Arzola brought up an interesting. He said Kaepernick is only doing this because he's garbage now. He's put himself in a spot where if he's fired, the team looks racist. According to racial equality activist Richard Lapchick, the NBA in 2015 was composed of 74.4% black players because white privilege. And these people at work I was talking with, I was telling them things because talking about Black Lives Matter and how I don't support them. And so I was naming all the statistics of, well, here's this and 18.5, 40 to 1, and all this, and 0.004%. And I was like, naming all these statistics for him. And they're like, here's the thing. They're like, people always talk about statistics and facts and numbers and stuff. But, I mean, can't you just have a heart? Can't you just look out and see all this stuff is happening? It's like this person was...
Sure,
literally,
I live in a ghetto.
yeah, this person was literally saying things that just ignore statistics, just go with your gut. And I'm like, this is why most of the country doesn't like you.
I live in a nice house in a ghetto. That is literally my position. I can literally open my fucking door, pan the camera to the right of me, and I'll show you a fucking crack house. And that's like where all the jokes come from. All the because that's one of the ongoing jokes with us. Literally, you're gonna sit here and tell me that all these statistics are bullshit. Well, I'll just go ahead and I'll record my right side of my neighborhood and I'll fucking show you what a ghetto looks like.
Yeah.
I cannot go down my ghetto without being armed with a bar or something because I've gotten into almost 4 or 5 brawls in the last year just going outside. So
when the resources of the biggest black movement currently is drawing attention to the 0.004% of blacks that are killed by the police instead of the 40 times that number that are killed by other blacks, I'm thinking, are you really doing this for black lives, or are you doing this for attention and for all these demands that you want, like reparations and this bullshit? But
I have to agree.
Oh well. Are there any other gaming stuff you guys want to talk about? The 17th time I bring up that the numbers are in my favor, it just gets a little old at this point.
I know. Well, I mean, is there anything coming up that you guys are looking forward to?
Battlefield 1. Space Hulk Deathwing, of course. October. And it comes out in about 2 weeks and some change, I think.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I think I'm going to wait it out until the E3 for EA because they usually have a 50% off sale on new releases.
Well, I really like the beta. My problems with the game are not probably going to be balance related that much or gameplay related. It'll be launch stability, things like that.
I hope we get a good number of weapons to choose from per class. Like
Well, yeah, it looks like it looked like from the beta there'd be a pretty extensive amount. So they just a lot of them obviously were cordoned off. But it looks like there is pretty darn good variety.
That'd be good. Are there going to be the same kind of like different different assault, different subs, and then different rifles or DMRs or no? Well, I can't really say
there's
DMR,
no
but,
assault rifles in Battlefield 1. They're either SMGs or LMGs, and they feel pretty significantly different, actually, which is one thing I praised it for. The SMGs feel like they're short-range submachine guns that will, hose people down at close range, but medium and long range, they're pretty garbage. Whereas light machine guns are... It's great. They did a really good job with this because the light machine guns are good. If you're standing there and you're using automatic fire, they're pretty darn accurate. But they didn't fire very quickly. But they were good at shooting things that were a moderate to long distance away in automatic fire. And the bipods were pretty good, and they helped with this too. So they definitely made it to where SMGs were up close, LMGs were for medium and long range. The self-loading rifles they need some balance work, but they were fun to play as. Apparently the medic class was the least played class, and it was my most played class, I think. No, the scout was probably the most played class, but I liked playing medic the most. They just have to. They said there are going to be changes to the revive mechanic, and it does need some updates. But apparently only like 10% of players were playing medic. Which seems really low to me, but oh well, that's fine. The weapons were fine and potent, but everything was good. I liked the way the weapons felt, the way they sounded. I liked the sort of the meta game with close range combat and melees and damage and all the gadgets. I really liked it. I really liked it. So I cannot wait for the full game to come out. I'm really excited. I just hope it doesn't have a shit day one launch. But the thing is, I mean, it's nowadays. You don't have to pre-order it. You can just see how the servers are on day one, and if it's good, you can buy the game. And if it's not good, you don't have to buy the game. I mean, this isn't like, oh, I got to make a commitment to pre-order a game. But no, you don't have to do that. If you're on the fence about Battlefield 1 like I am, then you can just wait until the game comes out and see how it is, and then download it. Or go to the store and buy it, and then come back home. Okay. Rags is an EA fanboy. Yeah.
One for me, I guess. I already told you guys, but I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be voice acting in a indie horror game, which is not my type of game, but still really cool. And I figured I'd share again.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, when is that, anyways?
It's supposed to come out. The trailer's actually coming out pretty soon, and I just did the voice acting for the trailer. So they're gonna let me know, and I will let you guys know. And,
tweet it out, tag us in it. Oh,
yeah, and the game itself is supposed to come out in 2017, but anything could happen.
Has anybody tried the new Savage Resurrection game yet?
Nope.
I played a lot of the old Savage game. It was pretty good. It was a lot of fun. It was like it was a really unique twist of a first-person shooter, and an RTS mixed into one. I really like games like that, and like the community for the most part was around forever. And then I don't know, it seems like this new one that came out, it seems like a lot of people are on the fence about. Said the servers are already dead, and they just launched it this year. Kind of worrying, meaning how the original Savage, there was actual MLG teams for it. So I don't know. If anybody in the comments would let us know, or let me know at least, because I was actually considering getting this game for a while. Right now it's on sale for $11.99, marked down from $19.99. Mostly positive reviews.
I'm trying to find this list of the classes in BF1 about the most played. I don't know what to like search for. I don't know. Here we go.
Thorny says he thinks sometimes you have a god complex. Rags in the chat.
Well, okay.
Sweet.
Assault 30%, Scout 28%, Support 21%, medic 10%. Someone said that it was a typo, and the rest are like commanders who deploy on horseback and vehicles. So, yeah, medic 10%, but there you go. Oh, well. 28.9 million melee kills were done in the beta. Melee's going to be a big part of Battlefield 1, so get used to it and learn to live with it. Don't complain about it. It's just different. It's not a bad system at all. You just got to get used to it. Damn, it looks good. The game looks good.
Oh yeah, I love their engine.
Aren't you getting the statue, Rex?
I haven't bought anything yet, but I want to get the statue. That thing you pointed me, which was the statue without the pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm thinking about getting that. I haven't actually done it yet, but I've got it at the ready. So I'll probably end up getting it because the statue looks really good. And the Overwatch statue I got's great as well.
Man.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Battlefield 1. It looks like it could be really cool.
I don't know if I'm as ecstatic for it. Give it time.
Yeah, I think
Might
I'm
grow on me.
I think I'm with you on that. I don't know how I feel about it right now.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I was really looking forward to it, and after I played it, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with me. I was looking at it going, hey, that's pretty cool, and then I got in, I was like, yeah, it's a thing, you know. It's a thing. No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a thing, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's so many like there's like World War shooters available right now that I've played that are really good, and it's like, but I played these and I played that, and it's like, to me, these are so much better. So it's
Right.
Because I still like Rising Storm and Red Orchestra 2, and then I played the first Red Orchestras a long time ago. I'm currently playing Day of Infamy, which is I think it's World War 1 or 2. I can't remember. I don't know. BF1. I think it's gonna be good. Like I said, I'm just gonna wait till it goes on sale. It's definitely not something on my highly anticipated list, especially when there's so many other shooters out there that, in my opinion, I think do it a little bit better. So.
Oh, I hear you. Like even Dirty Bomb being free is a fantastic.
Yeah, Dirty Bomb. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic shooter. Even just being by itself alone.
Yep. And it does it well. The marketing scheme that Nexon has for that game is actually done really, really well. So.
I need to get in and play more. I've only played a little bit of it, and I really need to get in and play more. I don't know if I had a problem where it was when Overwatch first came out.
Yeah.
It was not when it first came out. It was when it was in the beta, and you played the open beta for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was telling me, hey, play the open beta and let me know how it is. And I launched Dirty Bomb instead of Overwatch, and I played it for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, that's
Dirty Bomb is really good. The reason Dirty Bomb is so good is because it kind of has the appeal that Call of Duty 4 does in a way, where 90% of the time it's you and how good you are with your gun. So there's an incentive for you to just get better in practice, and it just has this simplicity to it that's really legitimately good.
It's got the gunplay of Call of Duty, but it's got the damage sponge of Halo.
Sort of, yeah. It definitely adds. It adds a lot of. The classes are pretty balanced. The abilities are.
I would say it's like a Battlefield / Counter-Strike.
Yeah, sort of.
Hybrid objectives.
The fucking Rhino Merc. His class.
Oh
is
my
not
god,
balanced,
that guy!
man.
That guy is ridiculous. I'm a heavy machine gunner, and I put 2 clips into that son of a bitch, and he's still alive. I'm like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm gonna go fight somebody else.
Well, then you missed a lot.
Yeah. No.
He has a mini chain gun.
I know. I'll play the game.
I think Ubisoft is actually doing a pretty good job with their shooters as well. Like the Rainbow Six Siege and what was the other one, the Division. I think they did a really good job with those and taking some time from Assassin's Creed.
I think it's because they realize that I think they finally realized that they are responsible for their own undoing. and they need to start backing their communities on these games because
if you Ubisoft is one of those games where it's like it's almost like they have so many good franchises, Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell, all that, but it's like why it's like they want us to hate them regardless.
Yeah, isn't that strange? No, that's absolutely like my train of thought as well. I did a video a while ago talking about how they need to change everything before I even like buy another product from them, and then they did. Enough, and I got the Division, and it was really really good. I was almost shocked because the thing that got me was I cannot play video games while I record. I can't, or not record. I can't play video games while I render videos.
Fair enough.
It's something I can't do. But the Division, for some reason, I can. I don't know what it is, but it runs solid 60 and no problems. Some internet issues, but that's not the rendering at all. I don't know. It was well done. I couldn't believe it was from Ubisoft.
I have yet to play The Division.
I have yet to play it either. I mean, right now it just doesn't seem like anything interesting that I would want to get into. Maybe later when the DLC or like when the Game of the Year version comes out and it's discounted and it has all the DLC, yeah, maybe I'll look into it. But right now, I don't feel like there's any.
Oh, you know it's happening.
Reason.
Like as soon as the E3 comes up, Ubisoft will have their sale.
Yeah, their
They
mega
do the
Game
same
of the Year
thing.
edition.
Yeah, they'll do the same thing that EA does. They're like, oh look, today alone or for the next weekend or so, you're gonna have an opportunity to buy these games for 50% off. And it's like, all right, I'll do that. Plants vs. Zombies 2. Anybody know if that's good? Like, I played the first one. It was a blast.
Wait, Plants vs. Zombies 2?
Yeah.
No, it's shit. It's you hit a paywall pretty quickly.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh,
Like the first Plants vs. Zombies was great. I beat it on my iPod Touch and I had a blast with it. It was totally fun. And then I bought the second one, or got the second one. I forget if I bought it or not. And it starts off really good and solid, but then pretty quickly it gets so difficult that you basically are forced to buy upgrades and bonuses and all that stuff just so that you have a chance. And without buying any upgrades, without spending any money, it gets impossible to win. And I'm pretty darn competent at the game, but it was just no way. You just hit a point where it is just impossible to keep going.
Are we talking about Garden Warfare, or are we talking about the app?
I was talking about the app.
Plants vs. Zombies 2 pay to
Because
win.
the reason why I brought that in was because I heard, like, I think he's the one that said it before. I wasn't sure. Because I was thinking about playing that game. I played the first one. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Plants for pay to win. I love Plants vs. Zombies. Abandoned 2 very quickly. First few levels are okay. Then it gets farmy and pay to win. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this guy's saying he's beaten all the current content without spending a dime, but I don't know if I buy it. Because it just gets so fucking hard. And it just happens all of a sudden. It's like a spike where you're doing great, and then you get a level and it's like really tough, but you barely get through. And then you're like, well, that was weird. And then, good luck.
Anything they can do to get our money, huh?
Anything. Why I'm not playing Plants vs. Zombies 2. How to spend as little real money as possible. $30 instantly beat the game microtransactions. Not interested. Just not interested. Just fuck it. Fuck it. I have better things to do than to play Plants vs. Zombies 2. Which rhymes. Harvey Smith says you'll need to play Dishonored 2 twice to understand it. Well.
Oh boy.
A dummy. I hope a dummy like me can only understand it in 2 playthroughs. But that's what I do feel like. One thing I'll say, The Witcher 2 is an amazing game and I love it. But one of the problems is that you get to a point in the game where it branches off. You choose to go with one guy or another guy, and if you stick to one side, it feels like you're like, wow, what was I missing if I went the other side? You know, so it's just a lot of work to go back and get all that stuff. I don't like missing a huge amount of content if I choose one path over another, then I have to go back and do the entire thing. So.
But it's also kind of a letdown. I see where you're going there, because then you have to replay and go the opposite direction. But it's also kind of a letdown when the game is the exact same the other way. Because I don't know if you ever played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Underground.
Yeah, every day.
Really?
No.
Okay, good. The cool thing about, well, no, that's not what I meant to say. It has the branching. You get to pick, like, because you're a skater, you get to pick what company to work for. And I had thought, because there were 5 companies, the only reason they do that is because there's a different boss and a different story each time. Well, it's not. It's the same story each time. So it can be, a letdown on the other side too.
Man, Tony Hawk's Underground. Is that an old game?
GameCube, yeah, I played that a lot.
That is an old game, isn't it? I played that on the PS2 back in the day.
Yeah.
That shit was pretty fun. I loved that game.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was like the last good one that they made, right?
Arguably, yeah, it actually was. It pretty much was, yes.
Because Shaner got a Tony Hawk game, didn't you, Shaner? How bad was it, Shaner?
You know what? I still have not gotten over that or forgiven.
Wasn't the most recent one just like horrible, awful, terrible?
It was broken.
It was broken.
It was literally broken. Yeah,
I pre-ordered
literally
that.
broken.
Waited for it to drop.
Pre-order.
Crap.
I remember that. It was horrible.
They released an article stating that their license was coming up on the Tony Hawk franchise.
Yeah.
And they had no plans on fixing the game. I'm like,
They
God.
They just had to make a game so that they could keep the license, basically.
I would have. Oh my God, dude. But
Bad to get them pre-orders.
By the way, we're not gonna fix your game, so fuck you. It's like, you know what, motherfucker?
You know what though? Skate ended up destroying.
So good.
Got
So
that.
good. Yeah, Skate is so good.
Anyway.
That game is pretty addicting.
Did that game ever come to PC? Do we know? I don't know.
I don't think it did.
I think it was a console exclusive, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Hey, do you guys the system requirements for Civ 6? Do you guys have a GeForce 450 or an AMD 5570? Any of you guys have something like that? I think it's strong enough.
I'm screwed.
Yeah. Okay. Because all right, I may have to build an entirely new PC to run Civ 6.
Yeah, I've only got a 980 Ti. Crap.
Yeah.
Good thing my PS4 might be able to handle that game pretty easily.
980 Ti, you mean NVIDIA's newest legacy card?
Huh?
980 Ti, you mean NVIDIA's newest legacy card? I got that one too.
Yeah.
Legacy drivers for the ruined, right, boys? I mean, it's just amazing. You pay how much money and what? Oh, yeah,
I don't
legacy.
want to talk about it. It's sore subject, just like Tony Hawk.
I have almost no regrets buying this card. I'm
almost. I love how he says almost.
Almost no regrets.
I like the aesthetic of Civ 6. A lot of people are complaining, but I actually like them. I think there's a lot of detail on what's there, but it's cleaned up. There's not a lot of clutter, you know.
I don't think they've ever really made a bad Civ game. To tell you the truth, like I've enjoyed almost
it looks
all
good.
of them
Like this,
since the
it
very
looks good. I
beginning,
like it.
so.
It's vibrant and it's bright and it's pretty and it's like simplified
Probably
in a way,
gonna
but
life it on a campaign for an entire week without sleep, like I did the 5th one.
Civ 5 was really good. Civ 4 was really good. They're all good.
I seriously did not sleep for almost like 3 or 4 days when Civ 5 first launched.
I seriously just said fuck it and played Call of Duty when they came out because I don't do RTS. So.
Of course you did.
Civic completed state workforce with your people enthused to try state workforce. Government and social policy changes are free this turn. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Yeah.
Yay. It actually does.
Hey, do you
I
think
wouldn't
like,
mind.
China.
Sorry. No. Oh God, you go. I'll go.
I was gonna
play
say, do you think they implemented Obamacare in Civ 6?
Oh, God.
How to take over a country? Implement Obamacare.
You have implemented Obamacare. It will in 3 turns. Obamacare will be over.
There is a pharmacy simulator on Steam. It was actually on the weekend deals. You can. It's like
Big
a
Pharma?
pharmacy tycoon. Yeah. So
That's amazing.
What I was gonna say is I would not mind if Civilization innovated a RTS mode in the game. I think that would be kind of cool. It'd be like the perfect strategy game. You'd have both combined into one. That'd be like you'd never have to buy another strategy game ever again.
I would play one of my first earliest PC experiences was me going to a friend's house and we would do we'd play Hot Seat, not like that, but like on a laptop where we would both play we would both play Civ 4, and these games would go on for days and days and days, and it was a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it.
Hopefully we can build walls and make other countries pay for it.
That'd be excellent. That's fantastic, Gucci. If you get another civilization's trade deficit up enough with you, you can force them to build a wall between whenever your borders connect. That's fantastic. You know someone's gonna make a Trump mod. It's only a matter. I'm sure there already is a Trump mod, and it probably wouldn't be a bad civilization to play as.
You implement. Sure I saw Trump in the Sims game as a mod. I'm not.
You implement Obamacare. You are now level 1 communism.
Oh. Or if you're fighting against America, they could give you a small loan of $1 million.
Right?
The trick is to turn that $1 million and take that 1 million and multiply it 10,000 times into 10 billion. That's the trick. So.
Oh my God.
That's the tricky bit.
They need to have a Trump Civilization edition. I agree. That would be. I would buy that. And I would live stream it.
And like every one of your cities would just be a big tower with a T on it. For sure. And every time you conquered a city and you raised it, the only thing left would be a big tower with a big T on it. That's all that would be remaining of an entire civilization.
You get a big trophy when you win that says "Date your daughter."
Oh shit!
You have to fight China.
As you rent to them in one of your towers, right?
Like, I'm gonna vote for him, but he's a silly man. He kind of
talked about cybersecurity a lot in the debate tonight, so I didn't watch it.
Hillary's expertise.
They both have no business talking about cybersecurity or anything technological.
Well, they're both like fucking 70s, so it's like operating a fucking.
Yeah, Bernie was 75. It's like he would die in office.
He'd be like, as soon as he got his first bill to read it, and he saw how thick that shit was, he would die in the middle about like page 3. Oh my goodness!
Steam blurs out Lady Liberty in Civilization 6 trailer. Oh, come on.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's got boobs in it. It's a painting. Yeah, Lady Liberty is a painting by was it Delacroix? Let me look it up. Lady Liberty by Eugene Delacroix. Shazam! I'm a cultured bitch. Eugene Delacroix. And she just has, you just see her breasts. She's got she's raising the flag up of the French flag, and there's a peasant boy with pistols by her, and there's a mob behind her, and they're walking over bodies and they're marching forward. Lady Liberty, and they blurred out her breasts, and they're not even fantastic looking breasts either. They're just like, okay, she's a woman, she has breasts, but. Like, don't show the Venus de Milo. Don't do that. We wouldn't want to have to blur that out. She already's missing enough body parts as it is. She doesn't need to lose her assets.
I'm currently looking for the breasts as we speak.
It's Lady Liberty painting. You'll see it. It's not like it's not sexualized or anything. It's just. It's just a famous painting. Yeah, it's a famous painting. I mean, it's a nice rack, but it's not sexualized. So.
No, yeah, I've seen this picture before. Yeah, it's
everyone's seen that picture.
Look up the game Haiti on Steam. It's in popular new releases. It's #1.
Wait, what?
Haiti, Haydee, on Steam. It's a popular new release. It's at the top of the list on Steam. It contains sexual content and a female protagonist.
Content in this product may not be appropriate for all ages. Is it YouTube appropriate?
As far as
you couldn't even say yes immediately.
She is straight up naked.
Okay, let's click away from that before anything happens. Okay. Well, let's go back to that after the live stream.
Actually, no, she's not naked, but
yeah,
she's
see?
pretty much naked.
She's not naked, but she's
You
pretty
can kind
much
of see
naked.
some butt cheeks. That's about it.
Well, butts
Are you
okay.
talking about that big fucking ass that you see, like you crawl through the tunnel space and stuff? And it looks like it's got like that Portal 2 graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Other than I don't know. I was like, wow, you can see that big. That's all they were thinking about by making that game. I don't know, man.
No, it's pretty. No,
it's
she's a big booty bitch, and it's 95% positive with 71 reviews. So
I wonder why.
well, yeah, but I mean, come on.
The entire game is based. It's
on
from
ass.
the back view.
Based on ass.
You guys want to buy Badass Babes? BADASSBABES. I'm not gonna click on this one. I'm not clicking on this one. So
Looking it up.
yeah, she's not naked.
Look it
That's
up.
that's just an ass. That's quite a large ass as well. She's got some large some cheekage going on.
They're just all stock assets. Like there's nothing.
Ain't nothing
to it.
stock about that asset.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know about that game, so I'm not sure if you want to go into that one.
I'm not clicking on Badass Babes. No.
All right.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not gonna go that. I am live streaming.
I'm not
so.
taking.
Actually, no. Yeah, you
should.
shouldn't.
Strike.
You shouldn't. There's
Actually, no,
like,
you shouldn't.
naked pictures that you probably wouldn't want to look. Yeah.
Hey, we've been streaming for about 2 hours now. 2 hours 5 minutes. So, is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or anything else you want to bring up? Anything else you want to?
I
about?
would like to say before we end this, I
You're
would like
welcome.
to say that it's become extremely difficult trying to find console peasant quotes videos because you've done them all.
No, just Top Hats has found he finds them too. He does them. But it does get a little difficult. A lot of the famous ones have already been done, and sometimes some are like trolls, and I'm like, fuck. That's the thing. They're so a console peasant is so dumb. You can't distinguish between them and the trolls because you're like, surely this person is not that stupid. Surely they are trolling just here for attention. And at this point, half the times I'm like, I don't care. It's a video. We're gonna talk about it.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I totally
Don't even
understand.
care. It's like,
Yeah,
haha, I'm a troll. I wanted the attention. It's like, okay, well, mission accomplished. There you go.
I can't believe I'm getting over 60 frames in fractured space right now. Anybody that likes MOBA games like I don't know if you guys. I'm not sure if you guys played World of Warships. I don't know if you guys like those kind of games.
World of Warships.
This is just like that, but in outer space.
World of
Warships do you need?
Teraflops.
Huh?
What is the necessary teraflop requirements?
Excuse me, sir. You don't need teraflops. You need space bucks.
Space bugs.
How much dedicated wham does it take to start a server?
How did you get here, child? Who let you in? We have
Wham.
here at the Mojang Festival or whatever it's called. We have a specific no retard rule. Clearly,
Minecon, dude
Minecon.
goes up on stage and shouts out Keemstar. He went up to accept an award he didn't even win, wasn't even nominated for, got the microphone, and shouted out Keemstar.
I don't know anything about Keemstar other than he's a YouTuber.
Okay, well that's what he did at Minecon on the stage in front of however many
Keemstar.
potential,
World
victims
star.
attended Minecon.
I'm pretty. No, I'll just tweet it out. But there you go. Keemstar is famous at Minecon. It's good to know that Minecraft is still. I almost said Minecamp. It's good to see that Minecraft is still healthy and stable, and they're still having conventions about it.
It's not healthy though. It's full of pedophiles.
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard that was a
man.
problem though. So yeah, I heard that the pedophiles are a
I
problem.
mean, so essentially, Minecon is a fucking convention for these pedophiles to just like set up camp. I mean,
Well, that
they
can
don't
be
even
said.
need the internet to do it anymore.
The problem is when you go to like these brony conventions, you can't tell if they're pedophiles or if they're actually there to enjoy the content. So
Ooh. No,
normally with these cringe compilations you see online, I can normally make it through all the SJW stuff and the BLM stuff, but once you get to the furries and bronies, I'm done. We're done.
Come on, bro. Let's dress up like kangaroos and fuck.
Oh man!
You know,
I will hippity hop to your house, bitch.
You know, a kangaroo's balls are on top of its penis.
That's
Why?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you know that, Rags?
I don't know. I just know that. I don't know
I
how.
find that.
You know, sharks have 2 penises.
You know, I learned something interesting about animals this week, and I still can't get the fucking shit.
I know what he's gonna talk about.
Seals rape and eat penguins. That's
Excellent.
fucked up.
That's excellent. Fantastic.
They
Little-
literally eat them in the middle of sex. By the way.
Penguins, those little shits swimming around all smug.
And the shittiest part is all the other penguins just stand around and watch. They don't
Well,
even
there's
do
nothing they
anything.
can
They
do.
sit- yeah, what are they gonna do? It's like, hey, you, stop that, please.
They don't even scream or make a loud
They're sitting up
noise.
there on
They
that-
just stand around and watch.
That's you're not even
It's fine.
screaming.
It's what we did back in the Roman times. It's fun.
Dolphins use eels to masturbate. Thank you for that. That's fantastic. Thank you, chat. For oh boy.
I can't watch Happy Feet anymore.
Well, Happy Feet was really kind of like overtly had some sexual overtones in it. It was like awkward watching because I have little sisters, and when we watched it, I was like, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird that they have that. Okay. I was like, I don't know who this film's marketed for. I thought it was kids or. Okay.
Yep, and the frozen food aisle. I can't look at those TV dinners with the penguins on them anymore.
Yeah.
Just, I'm
Lean
fucking-
cuisine.
Okay, then you're gonna like this one, Chinner.
Oh, boy.
Raccoons rape and kill cats.
What?
Hey, anything
I
that
know.
kills cats, I'm down for.
Oh yeah, you're a dog.
No,
That's right.
I love cats.
Fuck cats. Cats are
I love
cats.
cats too.
I love animals in general. Honestly.
Me too.
Rags
Like, I
has
could-
a vendetta against all pussy. That's why he doesn't like cats.
Oh, that makes sense.
I pounded all into submission.
He's afraid of it.
I hate fuck every single one. Hey Rags, have you ever played Second Life? No. God, no. No. No, no, no. No.
Come on, Rags. Let's go. Hey, you know what? We could do our whole kangaroo thing there if you want to.
Yeah, we could do our whole
And,
kangaroo thing.
Mr.
even-
Guy person wants you to fuck him hard. Do you know him?
Do I fuck him hard? Is there any other way to fuck someone?
Soft.
Just spin around and smack people with it? It's like, what? What? Of course.
When I was working at Walmart, this furry came up to me and told me that if I wanted to, he would take me to his convention.
I'll take
What's
you
his
to my
convention?
den. It's a furry convention.
He's like, I will
fur
dress
con,
you
if
up
will.
like a My Little Pony friend, and we're gonna have sex on the backstage.
Well, those are are bronies furries?
It's a
Yeah,
fine
yeah,
line,
you
but
know.
it's
I guess
like-
because it's
Well,
like
They're like half-breed furries. Right?
half-breed
Oh,
furry.
dude,
Like you
dude,
can't
there's-
even be a proper furry.
It goes further. It goes further than just furry, you guys. It goes. They have a whole nother level for it called like spirit totems and shit. I'm like, oh fuck, you gotta be kidding.
Hey Rags, have you ever raped a 15-year-old?
Literally.
No, I have
It's
not.
like, dude, it's like seriously. They're like, yeah, my spirit animal's a wolf, but I feel like a cat. I'm like, what the fuck?
I was just gonna say, if like you were a spirit animal instead of dressing up as like a fucked up looking cat dog thing,
Cat dog.
then are you still a furry if you're just a spirit animal?
Well, I think you can have spirit animals like the Native Americans had spirit animals, didn't they? Like totems and stuff.
Yeah.
and that's what it's loosely
My
based
spirit
on.
animal, I think my spirit animal is beef and broccoli. That sounds pretty good right now.
Beef and broccoli.
Rags, are you
Okay.
getting Halo 5 PC? I have it. Hey Rags, you ever cut down a tree with a herring? No. Excellent. I'll give you $1 if you scream cock Rags.
Cock rags!
I guess, yeah. That works.
Would you
Where's
like
my dollar at,
PayPal
bitch?
email?
Rags, do you know what it's like to have AIDS? No, I'm not rich enough to afford AIDS. Rags doesn't like pussy. Rags being no, I don't think you understand this. That's not quite how it works.
Rags?
Cat Dog, by the way, was a shit show.
Yeah, that show sucked.
Shut the front door. Cat Dog was funny.
It was. Oh, it wasn't.
Did you like it? I didn't like it very
shite.
much.
Marijuana and Cat Dog go great together. You don't even know what you're talking
I'm
about.
sure
We-
it's
we-
not.
oh, well.
That's probably the only way you can enjoy that show.
Hi. Like the fucking dog and cat are connected. It's like, where does the poo come from? I was like, oh, fucking shit.
It was like trying to figure out the necessities of the cat dog physiology.
Holy shit, man. How does that even work? It's like, that's not how hybrids work at all.
That show became so irrelevant to me. Like, until just now, I forgot it was even a thing.
What do you mean Invader Zim? I don't even know why people still pay that show attention. I never got it. It's a little stupid alien.
I heard it was pretty good.
It was okay. Invader Zim.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah, Invader Zim was pretty
Marijuana
good.
couldn't make that show enjoyable for me.
Kill yourself, Shader.
Like, how
I will
could
over
you?
the fucking Tony Hawk game.
You just need more marijuana.
Every time I think of Tony Hawk 64, that song gets stuck in my head. You know what song I'm talking about, yeah?
I think so, but I don't want to think too hard about it because I think it's the same thing that's stuck in my head.
No, I don't know. I don't know what song you're talking about.
No?
No. Yeah, I don't know.
Shaner should sing it.
Nope, I'm not gonna.
Don't know anything about that Tony. I do hear though that Tony Hawk had a lot of opened a lot of people's musical proclivities to places they haven't. You know.
Like 90% of people didn't even know who the Ramones were until fucking Tony Hawk came out. So I don't even.
It's kind of a shame, but oh well, that's. And who knew who Smash Mouth was before Shrek?
Very true.
I did.
Yeah, well, no one asked you, so.
I heard my friend's mom
Shut your
listen to the
mouth.
group before Shrek, but I didn't even.
Their best
really know.
song was "Walking on the Sun," by the way.
Not sure if I heard that one.
Surely you have. Surely you've heard of "Walking on the Sun."
Yeah, I probably have. I just don't. I don't know. It's not something I listen to all the time, if at all.
It's a great song. Good
Dude,
stuff.
we can make
Good stuff.
content off our chats. Are you kidding me?
Content off our chats. What do you mean?
Like some of the shit that these guys say, we could just turn it into a video
So, I mean, they're
and
talking
treat it like
about-
it's a legit video.
Yeah.
They've been talking about drugs, and then all of a sudden, someone just types "hairy pussy," and then they go back to drugs. And
No! Nothing like drugs and hairy pussy. It's like the 70s all over again. Or
Hey, at
Germany
least it's
today,
free.
you know.
It was free. You know.
Rags, did you like Metal Gear Solid 5? I do. I need to finish it.
Yeah.
Is
The new one.
is school good? Oh yeah, it's all about Metal Gear Survive, man. It's gonna be Game of the Year. All right, I'm calling it Metal Gear Survive Game of the Year 20 whenever.
Platinum edition.
Platinum Edition. Make sure to pre-order for the season pass that they haven't told you what's gonna be in it. But hey, you'll do it with Bethesda, fucktards. You'll do it with Metal Gear Solid, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Listen to the Walker
Yeah.
Brothers. Rags, eat my pussy. I gotta see it first, quite frankly. So, there I say. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. We've been talking we've been bullshitting for 2 hours and 18 minutes, so, and it is late. Not that it's like too late for me. I don't have work the next 2 days, so.
Oh, that sucks. I work tomorrow.
Oh man, that sucks. It stinks.
Yeah, it does.
Uh-oh. Well, anyway, Rags, have you played Roblox on Xbox? It's amazing. I haven't played it because it's on Xbox. Mr. Guy Person, my entire family's dying. Mine is too. Actually, all of our families are dying, which is really sad when you think about it. All right, Bulletberry Geek Essentials, Brimstone. Rambo wasn't here today, but you know, we just let's be frank, we did fine without him. I mean, who needs him? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Jeez.
That's right. Why don't you play DayZ anymore? Asks Scene Bundle. Because it's not fun. Rags, what is your favorite drug? What is my favorite drug?
The free kind.
The free kind. I like my drugs like I like. I don't know. Rags, thank you for this opportunity to have the community come together. Hooray! It's just a live stream. Don't get your panties in a knot. All right. If you guys have anything else to say, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here.
No, we're good. Have a good one.
Alrighty, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll catch you later. I should have a video up either tomorrow or early this morning. It's done. I just have to finish all the info on it. It's uploaded and processed. So I'll catch you guys later. Ciao. Thanks, Bullet, Barry, for being here. We'll have you again later if you want to and enter this awfulness anymore.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for having me. This was tons of fun.
Hooray. See you guys later.
Good night.